everybody. Welcome aboard. Happy Friday. It's good to see you guys. Hope you're all doing well. Q Flight's in the house. Happy Friday, my friends. I'm seeing buffering. Like, my preview keeps buffering, so I don't know. Twitch is being Twitch. We're here. I survived. For those that asked, I genuinely appreciate you asking. My house did not blow up yesterday. If you didn't know, apparently it's on like international news at this point, but there was a little bit of a gas mishap about a half an hour north of where I live, and 70 houses ended up either exploding or catching fire. Like, they evacuated like four cities they evacuated. It was super nasty, man. Like, it was like that sort of thing is like terrifying. But thankfully it was far enough away that it didn't really impact us. It sucks for all of those people that were impacted. Hopefully they are made right by the whole situation. But yeah, I appreciate those that reached out and checked to make sure we were fine, because that gets me all tingly and heartwarming and all that stuff. Cafe Chloe, good to see you. How you doing? Algorithm, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Space Dandy, happy Friday. Anybody else I missed? Aileron's neutral. I missed you too. Happy Saturday to you. How you doing? It was figuratively and literally a dumpster fire, says this URL I found. Yes. Oxbox says gas issues are no joke in more ways than you know. One person died, nearly two dozen injured. Yeah. And honestly, like, it's heartbreaking that even one person died and all that. But like, when you see some of the video and you see some of the pictures and whatnot coming out of that event, like, if only one person dies out of that whole thing, like, that's a freaking miracle. Like, it's insane. Like, you look at that, you're like, that should have been so much worse. So I'm waiting for I'll wait for the aftermath and the reports and all that stuff to sort of come through to see, because it's very, I mean, it as a homeowner, it's something I certainly want to know. Like, how can I keep that from happening to me? Yeah. Who else did I miss here? M1961 Lee. How you doing, man? Happy Friday. JKF22, good to see you. And the kid who died was hit by a falling chimney. Yeah, I think he was sitting in his car, wasn't he, man? Like, that sucks. Like, that's not even something you can really joke about. Like, that's just awful. But yeah, on a lighter note, we're here. It's Friday. I'm excited. We're gonna make our way down to find a hurricane. If you were here during the intro sequence, you got to hear some music. By the way, just so you know, that actually is the Scorpions performing that song. It's just, I guess it's a remake or remix or whatever of their own song. I don't listen to classic rock. I don't really care for classic rock. It's just not my style. Somebody asked about Van Halen. Like, I'm sure that Van Halen is perfectly fine. It's just not what I listen to. So I had no idea that this was a remake or this was a different version of that song until Bob came in and said something. G-Mart's good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, so that was definitely a thing. We gotta have a little fun with it. Come on. Oh, by the way, this song too, the opening song, Zombie Me. You should, if you haven't heard that song before, you should go check these guys out. I like this. I like that group, band, whatever we're gonna call them. That group of people that make music. They're pretty okay. Ernie the Cat's good to see you, man. How you doing? Alex 95-423. Good to see you. I had my hurricane experience last year. Alex, where were you at when got hit by a hurricane? Yeah. So we'll do some thank yous and all that. We'll talk about the week. We'll talk about, what we're doing tonight and all that. RC Flyer 86, good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Who do we start with tonight? Fly Purdue, thank you for the host, man. I do appreciate it. He was the first one. Fly Purdue says third place for the bits. I think you lost that, man. But thank you very much, Pete, for the bits. Pete, are you streaming later tonight? Joe Minzinski, thank you for 8 months of support. Thank you very much. Cheers to you, Joe. Toolage, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Toolage, thank you very much for your support. Cheers to you. Appreciate it. Coast Pilot with 250 bits. He says, yeah, it's Friday. Yes, sir, it is. Coast Pilot, thank you very much. Cheers to you, buddy. Brown Bag Code here with the 220 bits. He says, I'll go ahead and take third. Thank you very much. Brown Bag Code, thank you very much, man. Cheers to you. We still got to get together and get that beer, by the way. I think in October. In October, we're going to have to figure out, like, there's like 4 of us that live in the Boston area that want to go to Trillium. So we're going to find some time and we're all going to go to Trillium and meet up. But Brown Bag Code, thank you very much, man. Cheers to you, buddy. BT Raider here for 7 months. He says, good evening, all. Cheers to you, man. How you doing? Luke3333 here for 4 months. Thank you very much for your support. Cheers to you, buddy. Disgruntled Sailor, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. We're flying out of Chicago today, buddy. He's here for 14 months. Thank you very much. Cheers to you too. Hope you're doing well. Your daughter's popped in here a couple times over the last few weeks. It's yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Ernie the Cat, thank you very much for 21 months. Ernie, thank you very much, man. Cheers to you, buddy. I do appreciate it. I saw some of the clips, Pete, of your flight yesterday. It didn't seem to go so well. I'm strategically picking the airport that I'm flying into. I'll talk about that here in just a second. I was so prepared for a hurricane to come up into Virginia. I didn't really get much here. You guys might get some rain though, Cafe Chloe. Like once it sort of starts to swing north a little bit, it might get a little bit of rain for you, but it shouldn't be too bad. Dan in Vermont, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Got to drive around the tarmac at KROA last week. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, we're gonna fly around the tarmac a little bit here in a second. Watchgrass, good to see you, man. Ward Tower's up, nice. All right. So we're gonna have a controller out of here. I'm okay with that because like the Ord taxi is going to be more difficult than the first flight we're going to do tonight. That's for sure. WBS52, thank you for 21 months of support, 20 months of aviation knowledge, instructions, and challenges. Throw in some beer and now a hurricane. Bill, thank you very much, man. Cheers to you, buddy. I appreciate it. KN Lamb, good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Happy Friday. Hope you guys are all doing well. So yeah. We're going to do some fun stuff tonight. There's a hurricane. There's a hurricane in the United States. Now, as with the thing we talked about earlier, a hurricane is no laughing matter. Truly. You know, people should not be making jokes about any of the destruction and any of that stuff. However, as a simmer, it offers a unique opportunity for us to go and do some flying that we might not otherwise get to experience. So here's what we're doing. We're starting in Chicago today. Why are we starting in Chicago, you might ask? Well, I got some new scenery for Chicago. It's the Nimbus version 3 that Nick sent me. So it's a promotional copy. I didn't pay for it. Blah, 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 blah. At this point, you can assume that if I'm flying something on here, it was probably given to me as a review copy. So we're going to take a look at the scenery, look around. It looks pretty good. Like my initial impressions are good. I was a big fan of the original one. I don't fly out of Chicago that much. So we're flying out of Chicago. We're going to make our way down to Roanoke. I chose Roanoke because I don't know, because I chose Roanoke. Like it looked like an interesting airport to fly into. Max and I were actually talking about flying in here several weeks ago when we were flying the Diamond over to Dallas. So we're going to Roanoke, and then we're going to make ourselves a real short little hop down here to Florence. So there's a few airports I was looking into tonight. This one is kind of funny. We'll come back to that. My first choice was Wilmington. So Wilmington's way up here. Is that Wilmington? Yeah. The problem is that Wilmington's METAR station at some point has gotten knocked out. Now, what that means is that there's going to be no weather in Wilmington. When I logged in there, it was low-ish ceilings, no rain, and no wind, which, as you can probably see, is not the case. So I had to abort the plan to go to Wilmington, which is too bad because the Wilmington scenery is really cool. So we aborted Wilmington. The next plan was to go to Myrtle Beach. Well, so I looked at Myrtle Beach. I said, the winds are 260, 23, gusting 41. Okay, we can deal with that, right? 260, 20, or 30, 23, gusting 41. The runways are 3.6 and 1.8. So at best, we have a slightly less than direct crosswind. And I don't think it would be very fun to fly down there in a 23 to 41 knot crosswind direct. Like it didn't seem interesting to me. Like I'm sure it would be hilarious. I'm sure we would crash and it'd make it, whatever. But that's not what I'm looking for. Like that's an unrealistic expectation to fly in there. So then I kept looking around and I found this airport. It's literally called Florence. The hurricane is Hurricane Florence. This is a match made in heaven. The winds are 360, 30 gust 50. 30 gusting 50 from 360. However, they're almost straight down the runway. So there are GPS approaches that'll get us into this airport from all 4 runways. And that's the one that we're going to start with. If we cannot get down in Florence, we're going to divert and probably just go to Columbia. And Columbia, I believe, is right over here. So, yeah, that's the plan tonight. So those are the 2 hops we're doing. We're going to be on VATSIM this evening. So if you guys want to hop on and join, you're more than welcome to. I believe it's a Chicago tower controller that just popped on this evening. So we'll have some control for a little bit. We might get some folks talking to us out of Atlanta Center, but I'm not so sure. Actually, no, we won't talk to anybody out of Atlanta Center. There's pretty much no chance of that. So with any luck, we'll get, DC will come online or Indianapolis will come online or somebody, and we'll at least have some control. But whatever, man. We're going to be here. We're going to have a good time with it. So, Bradbury 234, how you doing, man? My buddy lives in Florence. Nice. Is it a nice area? I've never been there. K-Buff Aviator, good to see you, man. Maverick 189, welcome aboard. Kleenex Ghost, happy Friday. Cloughy 21, happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Meeper 95, welcome aboard. Anybody else I missed? I think we got them all. Aviation Mechanic, there we go. There's somebody I missed. It's been 4 months since I've been able to watch you live. Glad you finally joined. Now an official AMP FAA certified aircraft mechanic. Dude, nice, man. Congratulations on that. Cheers to you, buddy. That's a good accomplishment. Natalis, welcome aboard. Nathan 3113, happy Friday. It's good to see you. Got to enjoy awesome VATSIM. Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens. Florence is a nice-ish town. Okay. I'm okay with that. So anyway, let's take a look at the scenery first of all. We don't normally do this, but whatever. So there's some new scenery here. It's the Nimbus version 3 for Chicago O'Hare. I believe he's done some work downtown. I'm not really sure, but it seems that I have 2 versions of downtown right now. One Hancock building is competing for size compared to the other one because now there's a default X-plane scenery that's down there too. So at some point we'll probably have to fix that. So we've got 2 Chicago sceneries competing. But the actual O'Hare scenery itself looks perfectly fine. Photoreal textures and kind of all that stuff. Like I love the way that they've done the actual runways. Like they look very worn, they look very beat up, which is what I expect to see in Chicago because of how much use this place gets. And yeah, and then terminal and all that. And we'll just kind of do a sweeping flyby here. And we'll come on over here to this plane. You like how I did that? Yeah, yeah. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's worrying. Because the last time that happened, the plane didn't work. So we may have to check on that. This, if it works, is the Embraer 195 E-Jet Evolution something by SSG. I looked at this. The thing was dated like 12/27 or whatever. It was like Christmas time last year, I think, is when this thing came out. And we flew it a couple times and we sort of shelved it. I remember it had some problems. So I'm interested in seeing if the problems have been fixed. But that might be the first problem we run into is that nose wheel not being straight. But we'll see what we can do. Let's pop in here. I can't move it. Okay. Well, we'll turn this thing on and we'll see what happens. So, yeah, I haven't flown this for a while. So we're going to do the same thing we've been doing the last couple of weeks. Do some quick orientation. Find out where everything is at. So electric panels here. Lights are over here. Fuel is over here. Passenger signs, APU control, windshield wipers, external lights. Good. Hydraulic pressurization. Anti-ice is up here. Air conditioning and pressurization is down here. Good. And as with most Embraer, or all Embraers, you want to have it up and off. Up and off is the correct position for all the switches. So if we pop on down here, we got our engine start and engine run switches. That's fine. The throttle, speed brake. That's the radio. Oh yeah, but we have to do the radio through the FMC because that's a thing. Slats and flaps over here. Bunch of buttons don't do anything and don't matter. That's great. All right, so we're good there. All right, so we'll just get this thing fired up. We'll start off with the battery. Battery on. Boo, boo, boo. Bing, bing, bing. If I remember, this thing makes a whole lot of noise once it fires up. Maybe not, though. Maybe we have to turn the APU on first. There it goes. I knew this thing did something. Start sequence initiated. All right. And then we'll come up here on emergency exit lights. Serious Max, good to see you, Max. How you doing, buddy? Happy Friday, sir. Max is also the New England Traveler. This plane's borked in 11. This is supposed to be the X-Plane 11 version. I'm in the 195 Max, by the way, not the 170 that I originally thought. Okay, the wheel's straightened out. That's good. Problem 1 out of the way. Okay, so the electrics are in a good position. We want to turn the APU on, and the APU is right here. Okay, the yoke is there. The yoke does yoke things. We're going to get rid of it because it's in the way. All right, spin the APU online. Where is the APU? APU is over here. Okay, so when that comes on... Nope, okay. When that comes on for real, we should see more stuff come online, right? I think. It has been a while. Okay, we're on the batteries. Where's the APU? APU's powering... There it goes. Okay. So APU's up. We got the essential buses on. Good. Okay, so that's good. Those are fine. That's on. Those are fine. We'll turn the nav lights on and the logo light. And we'll go, the pumps are on for the hydro. We'll just make everything up and on. Or up and off, I should say. And these are fine. These are actually, APU bleed can come on. Did that turn the bleed on or did that turn it off? Here's the part that gets me confused. Is figuring out which one adds the thing and which one removes the thing. Of course, the ECS panel, which is the one I need, doesn't work. I think that meant to turn the bleed off. Nope, it's not saying either way. Yeah, whatever, we'll just leave it off. Look outside the front of the plane. You can see the departure information. Information in your destination for the Nimbus plugin. Really? I'm guessing that's once we go program it. Delayed 60 minutes, of course. I think it'll show it here in a second once we've got everything programmed, because I don't have anything programmed in the FMC yet. Bleed valve open. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So it needs to be off. Light needs to be off. That's what I thought. Okay. Great. This is going to go fantastic. Okay, so that's good. Center console down here. Everything is where we want it to be because we don't want the engines on just yet. Fine. All right, so let us go to X Squawk Box, see who is online. We shall grab the ATIS 35.4. 135.40.
Chicago O'Hare INTL information Foxtrot.
Okay, there it is. I got it. Okay, O'Hare Information Alpha. Winds 110 at 9. Or 100 at 9. Temp Alpha visibility. Few clouds 5,000. 27 Celsius. Temperature 3012. Ors expect reflectors. It's not us. Departure 10 left, 9 right, 4 left. Okay, so based on our current position, ten left, 9 right, 4 left. I'm guessing we're going to get 10 left out of here. But they could give us 4 left. We're going to plan for 10 left, though. Cool. Okay, now let's go to tower. Tower frequency is 126.8. Hey, Watchcross. Oh, I see. That's your last name. I got you, man. Well, thanks for controlling for us, Mr. Watchcross. We'd be happy to have you tonight. It's too bad you can't do center. The Ball team. How you doing, man? We're flying to Roanoke, and then we're heading down to Florence. Literally going to... Ooh, hello, loud. Literally going to Florence. Can I change? Okay. There's that guy. Let's see. Let's go options 2. That's not sounds. That's... Okay, so can I go to you and pull you down? I don't think that did anything. Nope. Huh. All right, so we can't turn it down. Good to know. Unless there's a hidden click spot here somewhere that I don't know about. Which is certainly possible. All right, so we are JetBlue 717. CRAFT. And we're heading to Roanoke. Roanoke, Virginia. I just want to check on the departures here because he's going to assign me the O'Hare 4 most likely, which is a vector departure. All right. $1 million question. Will VATSIM work? O'Hare, good evening. JetBlue 717, IFR, Roanoke.
JetBlue 717, good evening. You quoted the Roanoke Airport was the OSC departure. Radar vectors to Oakland in the filed. Flying visa 6, tower 25000, at flight level C50, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is on 1228 in Quark. Quark 4152 1452 for JetBlue 717.
I like the enthusiasm. Clear to the Roanoke Airport via the O'Hare 4 departure. Radar vectors to earned as filed. Climb via the SID, climb via the SID. Expected flight level 350 then 10. Departure 122.8. Squawk 4152. JetBlue 717. Did I get that right?
JetBlue 717, we back west. Kilometer taxi, applies to Alpha, and effect 1.9 light.
JetBlue 717, we'll go. Really? Isn't 9 right, the one that's furthest away from me? Oh, it's not too bad. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so we are clear to Roanoke. We're going to fly a vector departure out of here. It's no big deal. Let's see. Said vector departure, the O'Hare 4. They're gonna tell us. They're basically gonna tell us how to fly out of here, and then we'll get vectors down to the earned intersection and go from there. It's easy enough. Okay, so let's do people and gas real quick. All right. Let's see. We want to have block fuel. That's not block fuel. That's takeoff fuel. Block fuel 14.3. All right, so I need to come up here. Up here. Let's turn down Mr. Watchcross for now. Okay, so we want to have fuel, manual fuel, enter. Nope, that don't work. We'll say 14,500 will be good. Here we go. Fuel. Okay, so that's 14,500. And then we're looking for a zero fuel weight of 87.3. Set payload. Oops. 87.3 means we want to get to this. We want to get the payload weight to about 20K. Yeah? Nope. 24K. A little less than that. I need to split the difference. Yeah. There we go, 87.3. Okay, so now we have our takeoff weight. We have our fuel. That's good. Move on down to the FMC. Get the sucker fired up here. We're going to go to flight plan nav. One of these buttons here will take us to the way we want to go. Position in it. Load. KORD. Yes. Okay, route page. All right, so we're going to go KO. I do not remember how to do this, so it's going to be a good night. Flying KORD down to KORA, KROA. Activate that. And we'll go to route page. No. How do I do the departure? Departure. Yes. We're planning on 9 right. No SID to worry about there. And then we'll go to probably the route page here, right? And we can go to, can we go next? It's gonna be one of those kind of flights, isn't it? Yeah. But we can go here. Route data, maybe? Nope. Well, let's just see what happens if we try to punch in a waypoint here. So, I don't think this is correct. Earned is the first intersection. E-R-A-A-R-N-D. Hey, it did work. Okay, cool. I love it when I'm surprised like that. I don't know how to put an airway in here though. That's going to be the next problem. Can't do it there. Yeah, flight plan list. Okay. Okay, earned. And then Eleanor. N-R. And then we're going to go to Emily. Y. And then after Emily comes E-Tame. Next. After E-Tame comes Image. After Image comes FLM. And after that comes... Go to route page, he says. Activate that. Oh, there we go. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you. All right, from there, we're then going to go to J124 or J24. Taking that all the way to HVQ. VQ. And then we're taking that to ROA. Okay. There is no arrival to worry about just yet. Okay. Good. Let's see here. We want to do some perf stuff next, right? So perf init. All that will leave the same. That's not the takeoff weight. Okay, we're not worried about that. Perf plan, nope. Perf init. Nope. Perf init. Takeoff. Okay. That's, I don't think correct, but actually, no, that is correct. I'm sorry, that is correct. I'm an idiot. Flaps. I don't know. We'll call them flaps 2. Sure. 2. Okay. Takeoff 1. Climb 1. We'll do that. We can derate it to 45. Takeoff data, takeoff data. Okay. So then I need to set V speeds. Right? It doesn't have V speeds. It must have V speeds. Maybe they're already in there. Oh yeah, I did program them already. Okay. We'll see if they're right. Blues Master, good to see you, man. Captain Chevy Rules, welcome aboard, sir. Happy Friday. KL612, welcome aboard and happy Friday. Okay, so that's the FM. That's just stumbled through FMC there. We'll go to the radio button, and we'll kill the video star, and we'll go 4152 for the squawk, and we will. No, we're not ready for that just yet. TARA on that. Okay, that's good. And then I think we are ready to push, right? So we've done the FMC, and we got to do the glare shield. Sorry. Do the glare shield. So the instructions are climb via the SID. 5,000 feet to top here. So set that for 5. And we'll set the departure speed for 200 knots. Actually, no, we can go all the way to... Oh, man, I forgot that's loud. We can go all the way to 250. Just continuous acceleration there. That's good. All right, so flight director. And we will go probably heading mode. I guess we'll set all that once we're up in the air, maybe. Once this thing started.
Retard.
I don't know. Iowa Scotsman, thank you for 21 months, my friend. Cheers to you, buddy. Happy Friday. Hope you were doing well. Appreciate it. Pat Talk 35, good to see you, man. Piper the Hawk, welcome aboard. Vega Blue Sky, happy Friday. Everything is said with such confidence tonight. I know, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. Do you? Okay, so we've set the heading, the speed, the altitude. I think that's good, right? The rest of it we'll probably do once we start taxiing. So let's set the baro. Altimeter's 3012. Man, those are really loud clicks. All right, so let's do...
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
How do we want to... Oh, we're going to push probably here. And then we'll say we're going to pull... They're going to pull us forward on the chute here.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Tow is driving up. Yes, it is. Beg the Egg, welcome aboard. How you doing? The fire was not near my house, thankfully. Otherwise, we would not be here tonight. That I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you that. Ding, 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 ding. Doesn't show my route, does it? They said it's supposed to show my route up here, but I think it's broken. Oh, it's due on cell phone.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
What's up, buddy?
Ready to connect.
Yeah, you connect all right. Let's go. Hello.
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start.
Fires were very close to Lawrence. Yeah, Broadwell Skylight, good to see you. The fires were, yeah, the fires were in Lawrence. Like there was some stuff that was right around the airport too. All right, let's pull a park brake. And then we'll go to overhead panel. We'll do beacon light can come on, and we'll do the seatbelt sign. Nope, the sterile light stays off. We're never sterile.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Nah, we're not going to start the engines yet. We're going to see what you do with the push here first.
With your landing lights,
Oh,
turn them off.
my landing lights aren't on. He won't push me because he thinks the landing lights are on. That's going to be a problem. Maybe if I turn all the lights off. Oh, one of these lights has been mapped as... Let's figure out what it is.
Hey. Quit blinding
The
me
logo
with
light.
landing lights.
They think the logo light is the landing light. Good to know. Just give him some sunglasses. It'll be just fine, right? M. DePool, good to see you, man. Don't forget your vertical profiles to the cruising altitude. You're right. Thank you. Perf. Holy crap! Where are you taking us, Sasso? I heard us going real fast. I'm like, no, that's not right. How do I set the top altitude? I'm assuming it's in here somewhere. Climb, maybe? Ah, there it is. Top of... Yeah, okay. How high are we going anyway? 350, I guess, right? Yeah. Yep. Maybe? It won't let me set it. Does it not think we can go that high? Huh. We need to go to perf in it. All right. Perf in it. This is the part that's not making any sense because there's no place for me to set the altitude. Oh, there's another page, isn't there? Of course. Yeah. Don't worry about that. Where are you taking me? I forget there was something I was missing. Okay, that's set. That's it. Okay, so that's all done. There's a third page that I missed. Thank you, guys. Park brick is set. Please get out. Please go. Please leave. Yeah, we're done here. He's not done.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Now he's done.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
All right, we'll start the engines now. I remember these things start like wicked fast. Mitch, good to see you, man. Total Rico, welcome aboard.
Disconnected. Bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
You know you're moving? No. Yeah, I wanted to pull out to the end of the chute here. Otherwise, we would have been blasting like the the thing. All right, okay. Definitely need my taxi diagram up for this. All right, we can turn the APU off now. Everything else should be fantastic. Good. Lights, logo light on. Let's go flaps 2. To our flight. Wow, that's loud. Like, I don't know how to turn it down. Flight controls. Right rudder's good. Left rudder's good. Left aileron. Right aileron. Back. Forward. Okay. No ominous starts. None whatsoever. That's right. There's a shark behind you. Dot it. Dot it. Okay, so we are near Alpha 20. We have Alpha.
retard, retard, retard.
We're expecting 9 right, so it's probably going to be maybe out to Bravo and then around. Bravo, no, Alpha 6 Romeo, perhaps? I don't know. Blizzard 2002, thank you for 6 months of support, man. After 2 months, I'm finally not working during your streams. Awesome, man. Glad to have you here. Cheers, buddy. Welcome aboard and happy Friday. Joe Herty, welcome aboard and happy Friday. It has been a while. Epic Nobody 26, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. All right. Chicago, JetBlue 717. We're near Alpha 20. We've got Alpha for taxi.
JetBlue 717, recycle transponder block 1452 14.
1452, JetBlue 717. We're ready for taxi.
JetBlue 717, runway 908 at Studio Bravo Romeo Hotel.
9 right, Bravo Romeo Hotel, JetBlue 717. Okay, so other side of... Let's see, Alpha's inside, Bravo's outside. All right, let's go. Right's good. Left's good. That guy's just going to stop right there. I'm running you over, buddy. I just had to be so loud outside. Dream Engine plugin. Ah, they're running Dream Engine. Yes, thank you. Oh, man. Engine out. Yes. Oh, so much better. Thank you.
Chicago Tower, Delta 1735, ready to taxi with the weather.
Delta 1735.
Figured if I complain long enough, somebody will answer my pleas and tell me what I'm doing wrong. VATSIM memes, indeed. This here is one of our viewers controlling us tonight on the way out of Chicago.
9 right via Bravo Romeo Hotel, following JetBlue 717, Delta 1735.
The JetBlue 717. Okay, we'll bear right here. That'll put us on Bravo. Clocky 180, good to see you, man. How you doing? Cooperfish 2002, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. If there's anybody else I've missed, I apologize. We'll get you guys up in the air.
Retard, retard,
Ed
retard.
Force 5, thank you very much for 19 months of support. Cheers to you, my friend. I do appreciate it. If the controller is watching Twitch at the same time, is it still considered stream sniping? Flight Planes 1, welcome aboard. Good to see you, my friend. We shall get these sounds one way or another. There we go. That works for me. And then we'll screw it all up again once we're up in the air. What is stream sniping? It's the idea that, like, people that play competitive games will have people watch them and basically, like, know things about what they're doing that they're not supposed to know because they're watching it on the stream. So, like, knowing what somebody's loadout is, what the location is in PUBG, knowing what somebody's build is in a game like StarCraft. That's what stream sniping is. Josh Gibbs, how you doing, man? Thank you for 21 months of support. It says Blackjack this month. Oh, yeah, that's why somebody said Blackjack earlier. I got you now. Meow. $2.50 should help to start the plane for the next lesson. Evening. Josh, thanks very much, man. Cheers. How you doing? Hi, Crash a lot 13. It's good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I got to get back into lessons. I did 4.5 hours last week going up to Burlington and back. That pretty much ate my budget up for a couple of weeks. My wife wants to go for her birthday to Hyannis on Monday to get some food. So, with my very, very pregnant wife asking me to take her on a flight, I have to oblige, and I want to oblige. But that does eat into my training budget just a little bit here. Tigers 1904, good to see you, man. Is it windy? It's not windy here. It's not windy where I'm at. You go further south. You go where we're going tonight. It's gonna be windy. But where I'm at up here by Boston and whatnot, it's not too bad. By the way, here's the taxi. This is where we're going. We got a ways to go. I was very puzzled by when you said blackjack. I had no idea. I'm a little dense sometimes, okay? Yeah, Josh, where you been lately, man? We haven't seen you live too much. Love the F-22 icon of the taxi diagram. That's right, man. You gotta have a little fun with it. That's how we roll. All right. We're going to bear left up here where it turns right, and that's Romeo then going straight. Admire this beautiful scenery. How fast are we going anyway? Probably got a little more speed here. 16 knots. Really about all we're supposed to do. Go a little faster for southwest. My instructor told me I'm supposed to go no faster than I can walk. That ain't gonna happen. Sean P. Holland, welcome aboard. Just landed IRL Red Eye WSSS to YMML and then YMML to YSSY. Well, happy Saturday to you. He says, yes, I do want to die. King of the North, good to see you, man. We're drinking a maple stout from some company up in Burlington, Vermont. I didn't happen to catch the name when I threw the can away. Terminator 4D, good to see you. Did you get the Seattle Scenery Airport pack? I did. I got them both. They're very good. This is Chicago though, my Nimbus. But yeah, I did get the scenery for Seattle. This is the O'Hare from the org. Yeah, it's a brand new version too, version 3. Just came out, I think, 2 weeks ago. Turn that click down.
87 Alpha. We circled in from the clock 1637.
Still a little bit on the loud side. Let's try that again.
They all turned in.
Oh, it didn't take it.
70 Alpha. 10 left. 60 via Bravo.
Yeah, whatever. It's good enough. Tessor 904, good to see you. Oh yeah, we should set the brakes. We're not going to reject the takeoff anyway, so it doesn't matter.
And the alien comes in.
I guarantee you I'm not stopping this takeoff.
8770 Alpha. Disrespected.
Upstairs, the A380 was cool, but the red eye still sucks. Dude, red eyes always suck.
I have 2 deaths. Also going to Roanoke. I wanted to give you guys enough spacing.
Okay, this should be...
Move 717, are you ready to go?
JetBlue 717 is ready to go.
JetBlue 717, wind 080 at 10, fly runway heading, runway 9 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 9 right, runway heading, JetBlue 717.
JetBlue, Goldman, Delta 1735, runway 9 right, line up and wait. There will be a
None of this makes any sense.
Oriental spacing to Roanoke.
Whatever. This is it. 9 right? Yep,
Alright.
this is the runway.
Line up and wait on 35.
All right, runway heading. It won't let me actually set anything on here. Go to the left. Go to the right. Lights. Lights. Camera, we're nose good. Action, you're good. You're good. You set. Set the clock. Maybe. Good enough. Woo! Let's go flying, guys. This is actually supposed to be 9 right, according to the chart. Not 9 left. There's some bugs in the scenery, it seems. All right, let's go. That's good. I should be able to hit what? Thrust? Auto throttle?
Just whoa.
I'm not sure where the button's at. AT, there it is.
80 knots.
All right, airspeed's alive. Power set. 100 knots.
V1. VR. V2.
Positive rate. Here.
Trim.
Over to Unicom, JetBlue 717. Thanks for your help tonight, man. Take it easy. All right. VNav, let's do the autopilot if we can get this thing on. There it goes. Autopilot heading mode's good. Flight level change. And that's in the VNav. Yep. And this should go over to... FMS mode. That doesn't seem to be the case, though. And we'll just keep on going. 35,000 feet, because we can. All right, so we are on our own now. Let's make our right turn down towards Earned. Purdy. I thought that would change from a... I guess that probably stays at a bug the whole time, doesn't it? Like that's an Embraer thing, right? Okay, there's the rollout. Let's go flight plan, earned, direct. Activate that. And then we'll go to nav mode. So now we're LNAV, flight change, VNAV. We're going to see if the FMS is going to take care of the 10,000 foot change. Not sure if it will or not. Let's also turn the wind speed down, or wind noise down a little bit. Yeah. That works a little better for me. I don't like hissing white noise. I think the auto brake also activated on that takeoff too. FPS Pupper, good to see you. Angry Pilot, welcome aboard. Nah, this one's not space shuttle mode. Murmaz, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Okay, so it's not letting me go to FMS speed mode, so there's that. All right, so perf, climb. We're climbing at 290, it looks like. So I should nudge her down a little bit here. Get the speed coming up. There it goes. There's a click spot for switching from man speed to FMS speed, if you remember, right above the knob. Yeah, so it turns into a hand, but it won't make the change. Like, I'd expect it. Click here. Oh, there it goes. You have to. Oh, you have to actually click the proper side. I see. It's not a toggle. All right. Thank you. So we keep you guys around. Yeah, it's just. I thought it was like a click on the top and you got a toggle, but you actually have to say FMS versus man, which works. I got ortho out here. I forgot. I think it's all zoom level 6 or 17 too. Not bad. We got a bit of a flight ahead of us, so plenty of time to admire. What upcoming planes the next plane are you most looking forward to? Bay Downey 13, welcome aboard. There's a couple I'm looking forward to that I can't talk about. I don't really know much about what's in the pipeline, to be honest. Like, I generally find myself surprised when planes come out. I don't get too much into the pre-release hype stuff. Like, the plane I'm probably looking the most forward to right now is the TBM 900 by Toto Rico, which I have a copy of. I just haven't been able to fly it a ton lately. But I think that TBM is going to be the best damn airplane that we've seen, at least in the last year. It's going to be real good. Stealthbog knows what's up. ITE Glad, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Barney Pates, happy Friday. Good to see you. Hope you don't have natural gas in your home. I do, but I'm not on that. I'm on a different company. Yeah, I'm not on Columbia. Thankfully, we were not impacted by that. Any news reviews on the honeycomb flight yoke system? I don't know anything. I've heard some grumblings about it, but I don't know anything about it, to be honest. I'm not really a yoke person, so I'm not going to be like the target audience for somebody trying to sell or market a yoke, because I'd rather just have a stick on my desk. Itegalad? You got to tell me how to say your name, man. I'm going to go with Itegalad. Itegalad, thank you very much, man. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers to you. Brian Grant, good to see you. We're chilling, man. We're cruising. Oh, we're climbing now. Climbing, and then we'll be cruising. Making our way down to South Carolina. I'm assuming that's in South Carolina. First flight is Florence, and first flight is Roanoke, and then the second flight will be Florence. First one will be a little bit longer here, about an hour or so, with flight number 2 taking us probably no more than like a half, 20, 30 minutes. 2KS Delta, good to see it. But yeah, first flight we're doing Chicago down to Roanoke, Virginia, and then from there we're going to fly down into hurricane or tropical storm Florence now. Dev Joe, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you very much for your support. Cheers, buddy. Finbar, it's good to see you. Why is the text in the engine backwards? It's that lovely attention to detail that we expect. It must be the way that they're doing the mirroring on these liveries. That's funny. Well, I don't expect perfection from any of these products, so it's fine. Push for standard. And then we'll get the lights. Like every good sim pilot. Of course, I forgot the lights initially, but that's okay. We won't talk about that. And up we go. Are we going to fly over my alma mater? We are. No, we're not. Never mind. We're going to fly close to my alma mater. We'll see if we can see Purdue once we fly overhead or fly by it. Unsubbed. It broke my immersion. I love you, Tej. Mike's Zulu Hotel, good to see you, man. I've been on the verge of getting this plane for a while, but never went all the way. Well, we'll see if you like it tonight, man. We'll give it. You should have a pretty good assessment of it by the time I'm finished flying. I've always been okay with the SSG planes, to be honest. I've never really had an issue with them. Except like this plane, I did have some problems with when it first came out, and that's why we haven't flown it for like 9 months. But I figured it'd be a good one to pull out tonight because I've done all the other airliners to death. So I don't know. Maybe the next couple of weeks we'll do the E-Jets. Oh man, who makes the other one? X-Crafts. We'll do one of the X-Craft planes. I was going to stream my racing, but rather watch you. All right, man. I like to hear that. V-Flight Air has released the Icarus C-42C. That's the helicopter, right? Or no, that's a high wing trainer. I saw that somebody released a helicopter today too, or this week. NASA 741, good to see it. Downloading the 767, you won't be disappointed. It's a good plane. I have Zoom Level 17 photo reel out here because this is my old stomping grounds. And it actually looks pretty okay. I'm going to have to get more of it. Just need Thranda to redo the 140, 145. I think he's been working on that for years now, but yeah, who knows when it'll be. Oh, the V Sky Labs. Okay, V Sky Labs put a helicopter out. Gotcha. We're not doing a helicopter. Oh yeah, I got to tell you too. I am going to be on vacation starting on Wednesday, so there will be no stream next week. If I get a chance to, I might do some IRL streaming from Palm Springs, but yeah, I will not be streaming next Friday. I'm hoping to get a quick video together, and if I do that, I might premiere the video on Friday evening at the normal time slot here. But yeah, I'm gonna go. So we're heading down to SoCal. One of my wife's cousins is getting married, and he's getting married in Palm Springs. So we're flying to Los Angeles on Wednesday night, staying around LAX for a night, and then grabbing a car, picking up my brother-in-law and his wife from the airport on Thursday morning. Excuse me, driving all the way out to Palm Springs. Actually, we're going to meet a friend of mine, down in Orange County, have breakfast, and then drive out to Palm Springs. And then we're going to spend Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday we're heading back to Beverly Hills, where we've rented a mansion, apparently, for a couple of days, and then we're flying back home on Tuesday. So it should be fun. We're not flying Boston direct. No, we're doing a layover in Kansas City. So my wife is like 7 months pregnant now, maybe 8 months. I'm not really. She's like 27 weeks, I want to say. So she's getting to the point to where a long ass, like 7-hour cross country flight from Boston would probably be very uncomfortable for her. So we made the decision to put a layover in there. So we're flying Boston to Kansas City, and then Kansas City to Kansas City to LAX on Southwest. And we'll see if that was a good decision or not. I'm hoping for a quiet flight. And it's the same thing on the way back. Then we're flying back on a Tuesday, and we're flying LA to Kansas City, or sorry, St. Louis. If I said Kansas City, I meant to say St. Louis, and then St. Louis, Boston. I have no problem with the 6-hour flight, but being very pregnant has impacted her comfort. So we are trying to work with that. Something is loading. See, Purdue should be over here, I think. I think that's West Lafayette. Yeah, that has to be. That's the that's Lafayette Airport. KLAF. And then Purdue's campus is right here. I think. That has to be it. If I sit here and say it is it long enough, it should be it. But I think that's Purdue. I don't recognize what the hell this thing is. But oh yeah, that's the university right. Yeah, there's the university right there. There's the stadium. Or there's the track. There's the stadium over there. Yeah, right there's the football stadium. That was my stomping grounds for 5 years. Birdie.
Retard.
Crazy
Retard.
Diamond. Thanks for 21 months, man. It's cause for celebration by drinking more. I agree, man. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. MCI is my home airport. Just flew out of St. Louis a couple weeks ago. Nice. Corey Brayshaw, welcome aboard. Yeah, so let's see. Last weekend on Saturday, I spent all day flying. I flew down to Providence. I picked up my buddy Ian. Ian and I then made our way to Burlington, Vermont, where we had met up with a friend of mine for his daughter's first birthday party. Ian was there because Ian wanted to go. Like Ian's working on his pilot's license, so it's kind of cool to be able to show him like, here's a cross country flight that we can do. I wanted some company on the flight, and I also wanted some company at this birthday party because I wasn't sure who all was going to be there that I'd be able to talk to. So it was a cool opportunity to go up there. We got some beer on the way back, which is what we're drinking here, and dropped him off, then flew back to Beverly, and it was it was actually a really nice, pleasant flight. But I've got some video footage I took, and I'll see if I have time this weekend to cut anything together. I have the whole flight from Beverly down to Providence, which is pretty cool because you got the city of Boston off to the off the left wing, and it was a neat flight. And then I got our arrival and departure into and out of Burlington, which was pretty cool. So yeah, it was a great flight. Had a hell of a good time with it. Anyone with plans for Oktoberfest? I don't have any plans just yet. We'll see if anything comes up in the next couple weeks. HD Simulations, good to see you, my friend. Make sure you guys get the exit seat. That's the plan, if we can. It'd be nice to get the two-seat exit seat if we have the opportunity to, but I'll take what I can get. Squirrel! Happy Friday, Paul. It's good to see you, my friend. Cheers, buddy. How you doing? I had your iRacing stream up, though admittedly I wasn't paying much attention to it because I was pretty busy with work. Yeah, that's definitely Lafayette right there. Oh, it's home. I lived here for a while, and then I moved and I lived over here. Yeah, right here I lived for 2 years, and then I moved all the way outside of town, and I lived out. Oh man, here, instead of an apartment complex right there, I lived. Lived there for a while, so yeah, spent a lot of time in that area. Let's see, I think we're gonna level off at 330. So I recall the FMC wasn't really wanting me to go much higher than that. Yeah. Oh, and then we have the edge of the photo reel, so you can see where the good-looking stuff ends and where the not-so-good-looking stuff begins. And you can also see that, in reality, there really ain't that much of a difference when you're flying over the flyover states here. All right, we're in mock mode. Looking good. Poker 2012 Chew, thank you very much for the 150 bits. Too bad it's just a layover at MCI. If you were spending more time there, we'd get a beer. Hope you all have a great time in the wedding. Do my best, man. Thank you very much, dude. Cheers. Yeah, if I had a longer layover, I'd totally reach out and be like, hey, come have a drink with me. But like, I think it's like a 45-minute Southwest layover. Like, it's gonna be super fast. Spad next spam, welcome aboard. Good to see you. So yeah, we did the flying last week. My instrument rating is kind of stalled at this point. Like I've got I've prepaid all of my instructional hours, but it's a matter of finding time and whatnot to finish out the actual instruction time. I have about 7.5 hours left to do, and yeah, it's just a matter of finding time right now. I've been pretty busy with some contract video work. We got a video for Max that's going to be coming out here the next couple of days.
Retard, retard, retard.
So we got a video coming out for Max here the next couple of days, and then some other stuff I'm working on too that I can't talk about. It's like nothing that you guys even care about. Steve PHL, it's good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much for 18 months of support. Cheers to you. Appreciate it. So it's Max's fault. Yeah. No, it's not Max's fault. I've got Max's video done. I have about like 20 more minutes of work to do with Max's video to get it ready to go. Just do some thumbnail stuff and whatnot. It's a cool flight, man. He flew down to Philadelphia. It's going to be a really, really, really neat one. It's a longer video, and it's just I had a lot of fun putting it together, and I think it's gonna be cool. I think people are gonna enjoy watching that one. Nico just flew out of Myrtle Beach. Oh gosh, yeah, no way, no thanks. 30 to it was a 25 to 40 knot direct crosswind. No, I'm all set with that. How many hours is the instrument rating in total? So it was 50 hours cross country PIC was a requirement. So you have to have 50 hours cross-country PIC time, and then you have to have 40 hours of simulated instrument time. 25 of those hours has to be with a certified II instructor. So the 50 hours cross-country PIC just sort of happened as I've been flying. Let's see here. We can go more, and then a logbook. And we're looking for instrument airplane. So the 50 hours cross-country PIC just sort of happens as I've been flying. Like, that's flying for lunch somewhere, that's flying for dinner somewhere. Like, I made a habit of every flight that I did, I tried to make it a cross-country flight, which is a flight where you have a point more than 50 nautical miles that you land at from your origin. It's the main requirement, though, is like the actual or simulated instrument time. So it's basically spending 40 hours under the hood, and that's been the one that's the one that you're sort of working towards more than anything else. So that's 32 and a half of 40 I've completed on that one. So we're coming up with that. Like it's cranking along. Ground Point Niner, AJ, thank you very much for the raid, man. Hello everybody from AJ's channel. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to you, cheers to you, good sir. How you doing? So yeah, it's not too bad. Like, the requirements aren't bad. It's just like all that instrument time kind of sucks. Like, it's just not fun flying because you're just sitting there wearing the foggles the whole time, and so all you're seeing is the instrument panel. And it's like I basically have spent my whole summer staring at the instrument panel, and I'm kind of taking any opportunity I can to fly something that's not a training flight. You know, it's like if I can fly with my wife and go somewhere, great. If I'm gonna fly with a buddy and go somewhere, even better. Like I really would rather do that than spend all the time on training. 1 second here, guys. We flew out of KROA version 3, yeah. Sorry, I'm just taking care of something here. We had people that were being bad. We had to take care of them. Danish, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? It's been a while. So yeah, we took off out of O'Hare version 3 by Nimbus, which is pretty good looking scenery actually. It's very, very pleased with that. And now we're making our way over the flyover states. There's not much going on. Indianapolis is. Let's see. There's the city of Indianapolis. Is that Indy? Yeah, that's the city of Indianapolis. So where's the airport at? Must be behind the clouds. I wish I had my ortho extending. Oh no, Indy's over here. I was gonna say Indy's much larger than that. Which then means the airport's right behind that cloud, right around there probably. Crazy what's going on in North Lawrence, North Andover and whatnot. Yeah, dude, that's nuts. Like I heard about that. I heard about it when people started pinging me. I was working last night on a video project, and I heard about it when people started pinging me. And that's why, like, I put the tweet out there, like, yeah, everything's fine. Like, I'm okay. We weren't impacted, thankfully, but not everybody was quite as lucky, obviously. Yeah, it's nuts. Like, it scares the hell out of me. Like that whole natural gas situation is just crazy. Like, because there's like nothing you can do about it. You know, if something like that happens, yeah, I can try to turn my gas off as quickly as possible. But like, if I wasn't here, like that would have been really bad. But thankfully, like I said, thankfully it wasn't impacting us. How do I zoom this thing out? Your low barrow set. Course heading mins. I'm sure we can turn on TCAS. You can't have TCAS and weather on. That's interesting. Jonathan Cordova, how you doing, man? Happy Friday. Thanks for the bits. Appreciate it. Military Vet Gamer 81. Happy Friday to you, sir. How are you doing? Oh, 15 hours. Sorry, it's 15 hours with an instructor. My bad. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Is it 15 or 25? No, it's 15. Sorry, 15 of it has to be with an instructor. I got distracted. Yeah, so only 15 of it has to be the CFII. Like, the majority of my training time has been with Max. Majority of my training time has been flying in Max's SR. Like, we did a lot of time in Max's SR-22. I actually got Max up here flying in a Cessna 172 one night, which was kind of an accomplishment. But yeah, he was my safety pilot through a lot of this. So I've done probably 20 hours or so with him over the last several months. Currently flying to Atlanta and making my way to Roanoke. Nice. Well, we're going to be in Roanoke in about 40 minutes. So if you're coming out of Atlanta, you might want to wait for leg number 2 and head to Florence if you want to try to fly in with us. Is it worth the $17 upgrade? I didn't pay for either of them, so I couldn't comment either way. I don't really know what's different between the two. I can tell you that there are some problems. There are some errors. We noticed that the departure runway was incorrect. Southwest corner. Okay, let's turn the weather on because we're going to eventually need that. I'd love to know how to zoom this out. I think somebody tried to explain it to me. I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, is it down? Nope. Oh, yeah, it's right here, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. I knew it was some like crazy location there. All right, there we go. More than getting the instrument learning, being disciplined to stay at the baseline of proficiency of manual flying and actual keep on learning. Yeah, dude. Getting your rating is one thing, but being able to stay current and proficient is a whole different thing. And so that's why I'm not super concerned if I don't get it. Like, even if I don't get it before the baby's born, because like realistically I can't do a lot of instrument flying in the wintertime thanks to icing and whatnot. So my goal is still to try to get it this year if I can. At this point, realistically, we've probably pushed it back into January or February of next year. We'll kind of see what happens. A lot of it depends on what kind of time I have over the next few weeks. Like, I've got a lot of projects I'm working on. I've got some video and stuff that I want to do for the channel, and I've got a baby coming. Like, we got to get ready for that. So, like, I have this I'm kind of hurry up and really go through the next few days till the vacation. Go on vacation, kind of let loose and hang tight for a little bit, and then after that, like, we're gonna hopefully settle down for at least a couple of months, or at least a few weeks, I should say. We're gonna fly some clouds here too. There's no weather, at least nothing on the radar. Assuming the weather radar works. It's one of those X-plane layer differences. Oh, that's for KIND. Gotcha. Yeah. Did you get to meet the famous student that landed without a wheel at Beverly? I did not. Interestingly enough, though, if we go back to the logbook. So if I go back to my logbook and I scroll all the way to the bottom, there's this entry right here. 2496 X-rays. That was actually the first airplane that I ever flew. My very first discovery flight out of Beverly was in the plane that lost the wheel. I thought that was kind of funny. Good on her, man. Like, it was... I don't know that... I don't necessarily... So, like, losing a wheel is a big deal, but it kind of isn't. So, like, I don't like how the media has sort of blown it out of proportion. Like, oh, my God, she could have died and this and that. But, yeah, there was a real risk of injury and whatnot. But, like, we all kind of know that the risk of fatality was probably not great. So... Like, I'd rather the media focus on, like, her training and the fact that, you know, she's a student and had this awful thing happen and managed to kind of come out the other side and, you know, and is like, yeah, of course I'm going to continue my flight training. Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's the story that they should be focusing on, not, like, how dangerous and yada, yada, yada and whatnot. Like, anyway, but, yeah, that was pretty crazy to hear about that. I had a bunch of people link that to me, too. I was not at the airport on Sunday, though, when it happened. But the thing what's interesting is there was a huge air show that weekend. Like, there's a big air show that was going on. What does the scroll wheel do on the little touchpad on the center pedestal? Touchpad. Center pedestal. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that. So what I think... So what this... I think... This is some sort of a, I don't know. Oh, you know what? It is a, like, I think you actually get a fake mouse or something. Like, Murmaz can probably comment on it. Like, you think you get a fake mouse that you can kind of control something on this screen with in the real plane. And you have, like, your mouse buttons and kind of this and that. But Murmaz can probably explain better what that actually does. So, yeah, I mean, what she did was, like, that's crazy. Like, it's crazy it happened. You could hear that she was terrified at first. And then sort of, like, you know, training sort of kicks in, and there you go. Yeah, it was nuts to have it happen at the airport, too, especially with an air show happening that day. Like, it's a lot of people that were probably pulling for. I'm headed to ROA, Romeo Oscar Alpha. That's where we're going. And we'll be on the ground in about 37 minutes. Happy Friday from Rhode Island. How you doing, man? B the Gamer 2YT. Hello from Boston. It's good to see you. I don't see a requirement 50 hours cross-country for 141 instrument. Well, I'm not doing a 141, so I'm part 61. 141 requirements may be a little bit different. I'm not sure. We'll throw in $5 for Typhon just for the baby. It's fine. We're gonna get it done. Like I said, it's not even really a matter of money. It's a matter of time more than anything else. All right, sorry, I'm a little behind on chat here. Do I use Project Fly or SimBuddy? I'm running SimBuddy right now. Although, to be fair, I don't really do much with it. Ryanair 738 yesterday lost the nose wheel on departure from Stansted. Huh. I'd rather lose the nose wheel than lose one of the mains, though. If I could be honest. If I had to choose which of the three wheels I'd rather lose, well, it probably wouldn't be one of the mains. Little Sugar Buddha, welcome aboard. Happy Friday, good to see you. Cursor control device used to control the displays on the screen. Straight from the horse's mouth. Not the BoJack Horseman. This is like... This 195 looks goofy in the same way that the 757-300 looks. It's kind of bonkers. It's not a bad looking model though. Only thing I wish I did was log more night instrument cross country to get ahead of commercial. Try for that if you can. Yeah, so that's the thing, Josh, is that once we hit the wintertime, like any flying that I do from pretty much like November all the way through April is all going to be night if I'm flying after work. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some night instrument stuff in. Oh, but that had to fly through actual, wouldn't I? Yeah, we'll find a way to make that work. I have done some night simulated. Wearing the foggles at night was terrifying, by the way. Blowing out of proportion gets clicks. You're right, Marcon. Marcon BCA, good to see you. Yeah, I know. Hyperboles get the views, and that's just how it is, I guess. Steaks, welcome aboard. What is your FOV? It's like 86%. 86%. I'm running on a 32-inch monitor here, so it looks a little wide when you're seeing it on a small display, but it looks pretty good on this display. Flying almost 5 degrees nose up. Don't think we can get much higher if we wanted to. It's pretty much all she got. I'm doing very well, Steaks, man. How are you? It's been a good week. Been pretty busy. It's gonna be a really busy weekend. We got the phone call that the grapes are showing up for the wine tomorrow. So if I get a chance to, if I have the motivation, I might set up an IRL stream outside, and you guys can watch me manhandle the grapes for an hour or so, and get the wine ready to go. There won't be any really good audio or anything because I won't be able to wear the mic and whatnot. But yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. But yeah, so the grapes are in, and I have to start. I have to go crush and do all that stuff tomorrow. They're starting work on my HVAC system tomorrow. I have to do some cleaning in the basement first thing in the morning. And then I had to work all day Sunday on some video projects. And then my wife and I are flying down to the Cape on Monday because it's her birthday. It's a busy couple of days. And then Tuesday's getting ready for the trip. How many pounds of grapes this year? So we got 13 cases of grapes, 13 boxes of grapes. I don't know what that comes out to in terms of weight. I know that 13 boxes of grapes should yield us right around 30 gallons or so, 30 to 40 gallons of wine. That's what our target is. Uberbot, good to see you, buddy. How you doing, Ben? Sixness, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. We are going to be flying into the stuff. Yes, sir. We're making our way down to Roanoke first, and then from Roanoke we're gonna head down to Florence to fly into Florence. So we'll pull the radar up here. Here we go. Here's a flight plan this evening. So we're making our way down here to Roanoke for our first stop, and then in from there. So we'll start thinking about some descent planning here in the next probably 10 to 15 minutes or so. We're still 32 minutes out from our destination. Our first destination, I should say. I know nothing about wine. What are the differences in the grapes you got and the ones I buy in the store? Good question, actually. So the grapes that we buy they're much smaller. So you wouldn't necessarily want to eat them. They're like pea size as opposed to a little bit bigger than pea size as opposed to, a decent size like grape. But it comes down to the sort of the sweetness and the flavor and just the profile that we're looking for. You can certainly take the Concord grapes that you get from the store and you can make wine out of them. And I've had wine that's made out of it, and it's not very good. You can certainly do that. By the grapes that we're buying very specifically because of the locations they're grown in and the flavor profile that we're expecting to get from those grapes. So they're just different variants or different types of grapes. It's like you've had different types of apples before, right? You've had your red delicious, you've had your whatever, you've had your red, your green apples, your sour apples, your sweet apples, your sort of mealy apples, whatever. It's the same idea there with grapes. So we're looking at different kinds of grapes that'll give you different profiles in the wine. So excuse me. So what we've got is 13 boxes of a Northern California Cabernet Sauvignon. Probably not the best, definitely not the best grapes. They're definitely not as good as the grapes as we got last year. But they're also like 2/3 the price of what we got last year for roughly the same yield. So yeah, we got Cabernet Sauvignon showing up. And it's going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of wine. Ryanair 738 landing East Midlands, hydraulic issues, stopping the runway, both nose wheel tires deflated. Ryanair consistency. Yeah. Dude, so many grape varietals. It's crazy how many different types of grapes are out there. Also crazy how high these tops are here. 33,000 feet, and we're kind of in it. It's not bumpy yet, but We're flying through some of the schmoo. You have a press or a juicer? We have so this weekend we're going to use what's called a crusher destemmer. Let me find a picture of the crusher destemmer for you. 1 second. Where's it at? Yes. So this is what my setup will look like on the weekend, or this weekend. So you have a crusher destemmer. Grapes go in the bucket on the top. There's a big crusher here on the right side. There's an auger down the middle. There's an auger that runs down the middle that moves all the grapes and whatnot. So you dump the grapes in. You've got skins and juices and seeds and whatnot that come out the bottom here. So this is the fermentation vessel that we're going to use. This big brute container. And then you've got all your stems and the crap that you don't want that would make the wine bitter coming out the left side over here in the trash can. So this thing will do the work of like this thing will do 13 boxes of grapes almost as quickly as I can pour them in. Like I'll be done. It'll take me 3 to 4 times as long to clean and prepare than it will be to actually do this step here to crush. So that's the crushing step, and then we let it ferment. We'll let them ferment for a few weeks. In this case, probably 2 to 3 weeks, and then we come to the press. And this is the press. So we have an old wooden wine press here, and we fill this thing with little pieces of wood and press the whole thing down. And you get, you've got stems and everything kind of goes in here, and you crush it, you press it, you put a lot of force on it, and you get wine that comes out here on the bottom. So this is all. But at this point, this is 2 to 3 weeks later than what you just saw. And this stuff is all fermented now. So this is fermented juice, and then it goes into the aging process. So we're gonna oak it, we're gonna age it, we're gonna let it sit to get rid of the what's the word I'm looking for here? All the sediment and whatnot. So you let the sediment settle to the bottom. So this is what's left of that cake after we finished with it. So we basically press all that stuff down into this just cakey mess. And we got to get in there with a claw, basically, like it's so like padded in and whatnot, to kind of to get it out of there, and then we'll just throw this away. Like this all just becomes garbage in the end. So if I get a chance to, if I have time to set up the stream and stuff, whatnot, I'll try to set it up on tomorrow. It depends largely on like what the weather looks like, what my mood is, and what kind of time that I have. Growl Adler, good to see you, buddy. How you doing, man? Happy Friday. We are not going to stomp the grapes, though. No way, man. That's somebody else's problem. That's somebody who's less experienced with making wine's problem. That's not how we work. Bump Thrust, good to see you, buddy. Happy Friday. We are definitely skimming the clouds. Yes, we are. We're starting to come into some of the haze and some of the poopy weather. 200 miles now to Roanoke. 26 minutes. Did you rent the crusher destemmer? No. So my wife and her brother-in-law, or my wife and brother-in-law purchased it like 10 years ago, and we keep it oiled up and cleaned up and whatnot. But the family owns that device, so it's been sitting out in my garage since about this time last year when we did it before, or last year it was in October when we did it, but yeah, since last year. I think it's like $700. Like it's a fairly expensive piece of equipment, but in the end, it's completely worth it because of all the time that it saves you. Otherwise, you got to pick the grapes off the stems, throw them into a vat, step on them, stomp on them, squeeze them, all that stuff, and you get all the like, gross foot stuff. Like even if you I'm sure that even if you try to like disinfect your feet as much as possible, like it's just not gonna. Oh, it's not. Yeah, no, we don't need to do that. So yeah, we have the device for that. Draculin, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Ned Wardo 2007, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Are you guys there? Or here? Are you here? How do I do what? Talking to the mic? Sound nice and sexy. Leo do foot cheese. No, not necessary. No interest in the foot cheese. Charlotte is online. We ain't gonna deal with them. Look at the chemtrails. That's right, boys. We're seeding some weather. Got that mind control juice coming out the back of the airplane. You want some more ASMR? My mic is... Wait, hang on. Is that better? That gets rid of all the the sounds. And I can actually squeeze and make, it doesn't work that well, does it? And there we go. When is this? Now? Now? Now. Gonna make the back porch beer. Grew hops on my back. Oh, sorry, I missed that. I missed the first message there, King of the North. I was reading backwards. I just saw gonna make some back porch beer. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And then I saw your first message. I grew some hops on my back porch this year. I've just harvested. Yeah, I got you now. That should be pretty cool. Let's see, does this thing have a proper VNAV? It's gonna tell me when to come down. Oh yeah. Estimate time en route. Nah. I don't think it's gonna give me a descent. Oh, it does have a top of descent. Oh, we haven't even plugged in. We haven't plugged in an approach. So let's think about this real quick. We need to figure out an approach coming in here, and then we can get some descent planning and all that stuff going. So, Roanoke weather. 0408 knots, 10-mile visibility, few clouds, 1600, broken 3000, overcast 3500. Altimeter is 3008, so it's going to be 040 at 8 and 3000. We're not worried about that. Altimeter 3008. Okay. So we've got 163424 with 0408. We're probably going to prefer runway 6. I think Chevy even said that's the calm wind runway for Roanoke. So let's look at add plates. Airport diagram. So approaches. Instrument approaches for runway 6. We have an RNAV GPS approach. We have one that comes in from the Zooms waypoint. So we'll just plan for that because that's coming in from the northwest, and that one gets us in. So, let's plug that in, plan for it, and that'll be the one that we try to fly. So we'll go to here, go to flight plan. Go to nav arrival, and it's going to be the RNAV GPS runway 6. So RNAV runway 6 from the Zooms waypoint. Activate that. We'll just do flight plan. So from H, we'll get rid of Roanoke, and we'll just say Zooms here. Okay. And I see this doing that thing where it wants to descend and then climb and then descend again, so that's not good. So let's go to Zooms. It wants to go down to 5,600 feet at Zooms. That's not going to work for me. So let's just say 7,000 above at Zooms. A. Format error. Format error. Slash. Okay, well, we can plan for that at least. That'll give us a little bit of leeway coming down. So that has our top of descent here at about 80, a little less than 80 miles. Cool. I can deal with that. This game is dope. Pretty good. Ned Wardo, good to see you. Mermaz, take it easy if you're still here. Have a good night. VNAV PAL looks like a roller coaster. Yeah, a little bit. I don't remember how well this plane did on the VNAV, so we're gonna find out here in a second. So yeah, this is our long flight of the night. Next flight will be much shorter. It's only gonna be probably half an hour for us in cruise. But it's gonna be a very eventful half an hour, that's for sure. Our destination is 26 gusting 49. Marginal conditions with moderate rain. All right, Eduardo, have a good night. Firebird who? Good to see you. Those engines give me headaches. I'm sorry. Like the sound of the engines or the fact that the the JetBlue is on backwards. Scarebus 495, happy Friday. How you doing, buddy? All right. So let's come over here. Procedures, approach, RNAV 6, zooms. I'll get rid of Roanoke. There we go. It's too bad there's no controllers on tonight, you know? SSG sounds are awful, IMO. Yeah, they're not great, but whatever. Tapered expectations is what I say. I'm not flying this plane expecting a miracle out of it. Did a hurricane hit Guam? Oh, did that huge super typhoon hit Guam? That one's nasty, man. The one's about to hit the Philippines and like China and whatnot. That's gonna be real crappy. Got out of going to bed early. Sweet. There was an AC-130 lost an engine, got stuck in the eye of a hurricane because it didn't have power to burst back into the storm. Holy crap, dude. That'd be a little terrifying. The storms are getting worse each year, yeah. I mean, it hasn't, like, this hasn't been a bad hurricane season for us, especially compared to last year, but I don't know. I mean, there was a time this past week where there were 4 active storms in the Atlantic. Actually, I think 5? I think there were 5. Like, there was 4 active named storms and then a 5th tropical depression down in, like, the Gulf. Which is crazy, man. They needed an AN-225 to fly supplies into Guam. Oh, is that the one that took off out of Oakland, then? Aren't there like 5 or 6 following Florence? There are, but they're not following the same path. So, AOD Alex, good to see you, man. Happy Friday. So like Isaac is down here. I'm not sure what Isaac is going to do. Isaac could cause problems down the road, but it's deteriorating into a tropical depression over the next few days. But who knows? Like once that system makes it out in the Gulf, what it's going to do. There's this depression that's hitting Texas right now. There's obviously Florence that's beating the crap out of the coast, and then Joyce and Helene that are gonna Helene's gonna clip the Azores, and Joyce is gonna kind of follow behind it a little bit, maybe clip a little bit of the Azores as a depression. So like these storms aren't awful. This is probably gonna cause a problem for my mother-in-law who's flying back on Sunday, but I think she'll be okay. But yeah, so those are the 5 active systems right now. They looked really nasty a couple days ago when it was like 4 hurricanes lined up here and then a tropical depression starting to form. And then Pacific, yeah, there's nothing out there but that. Central Pacific, there was something that just hit. Hawaii, but yeah, it's crazy. Like it's definitely not as bad as last year, but And it doesn't matter. Like, anytime you get one of these big monster storms, it's kind of nuts. Yeah, I mean, initially it looked like they were going to follow the same path, but the with the way that the weather systems have been lining up, like there was no chance that they were. More back to normal. The last 3 to 4 years unusually low when it came to tropical storms. Interesting. Okay. So this is more what it's supposed to be. That makes sense. And climate change isn't real. Well, maybe someday they'll believe us. Sammy97, good to see you. Happy Friday. All right, what do we got here? We're almost at top of descent. What if? I don't know what to find. Like, aside from having the bug up here, I don't know if it tells me when descent is going to be. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be telling me anything like that. We'll start her down here just another second. We are, let's see here, about 10 miles out. So we're going to descend now. See what that does. Send now, activate. Oh, I need to put the altitude in, don't I? Start down, I say. Descend now. Uh-oh. Hey, there it goes. That's kind of weird what it's doing there. Please stop doing the clicking. Ah, good. Well, I know the simple solution to that. No. Wait. Oh, no. It's paying no attention to the settings. Uh-oh. Well, don't overspeed then. You have full control of... Oh, boy. No, boy. All right, I think we're okay now. That might explain why there was so much clicking happening right there. We're on a VNAV path. Ostensibly, we're on our way down. We'll see if there's any truth to that. Going pro next week. That's right, AJ. I know what's going on. I got this covered. That's what you get for stealing the steering wheel from a Concorde. Yeah, I got you there. Uh-huh. They see me rolling. Oh, dear. All right. Well, we'll be done in 10 minutes, according to 4Flight. I'm going to call it closer to 15 minutes, probably. Here, take control of the plane. Plane, thanks. I'll just overspeed it. Yeah. Plane, I trust you. What? Never trust your airplane. Private School, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Flew in the 95 from YYZ to DCA just this past weekend. Such a great plane. It is a pretty comfortable plane, yeah. They sit at 2x2, which is nice. It's nice when you're traveling with just one other person, or even sometimes by yourself. It's not too bad. We're descending at 2,500 feet per minute. We're not, like, here, look, we're not going to make the profile. Like, we're actually above the profile right now. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but I don't know. We'll fix it once we get closer. That's what speed brakes are for, I guess. We're going to lose 20,000 feet in about, I don't know, 50 miles? Yeah, it'll happen. To the speed brakes. The power's going to come up. Like the VNAV. So the VNAV is trying to do a direct line to the airport, but it's not going to actually follow. That might, you know what? That might actually work though. Let's just leave it. Let's let it do its thing. It might surprise us. We'll see what happens. In VNAV we trust. How bad can it be? We can brief the approach though. We can do that for now. We're going to fly the RNAV, runway 6, approach into Roanoke. Final approach course is going to be 072. We've got 6,800 feet available to us for landing. The elevation of the airport is 1,175 feet. Tower frequency, which we don't care about, is 118.3. We're going to be coming in from the Zooms intersection. Zooms will be 7,000 feet until we cross SSG. 6,000 from there, and then we'll continue on down. We're expecting to cross the final approach fix clam at 4,300 feet, and then down from there. In the event of a missed approach, well, actually, we're going to fly this down to LNAV minimums today. LNAV minimums are 600 feet. What did the double asterisk mean? Missed approach minimum requires minimum climb of 276 nautical or feet per nautical miles. Yeah, I'm sure we can do that. So we're going to plan for 600 foot minimums on the way down. In the event of a missed approach, we're going to climb to 4,000 feet, head to the Duet intersection, and hold there. Cool. Looks good to me. Perf. Landing. Approach flaps 2, flaps full. I need a speed. Oh, good. No ice. Flaps full. Approach flaps 2. And it won't give me... It won't suggest any speeds for me. Cool. I'm probably supposed to enter these speeds, aren't I? Whatever. We'll fake it till you make it. Geo-referenced approach plate is epic. Yeah, it is. These are pretty sweet. Like, these are actually super... I didn't really care for these at first, but the more I've used them, like, having the plate on the map like this is really nice. And then having the whole thing be geo-referenced is just awesome. Like in the real world, you can't deny it. Kelvo 907, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? The lever of shame. Kylux, welcome aboard. 3 here in Austria. I'm at work since I've stopped with my freight train for a while. I can watch stream. Good to see you, man. Kylux, happy Saturday to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Bilbo Snufflekins, welcome aboard. How you doing? Yeah, the VNAV's drawing a line straight to the airport, so we'll probably take over manually here in a little bit. Once we get a little bit closer. Here's transition. Altimeter's 3008. Oop. Suppose we can set the minimum 600 feet minimums. It's going to be Barrow. Nope, 500 is as high as that goes. Go figure. Can't change between... Okay, well, okay. So 500 is as much as we get. That's fine. Let's see. Minimums are going to be 1,720 feet. I bet if we go find the documentation, we could probably find an approach speed for this plane. System jets. 195 documents. What do you think? Is this it? V speeds, give me your damn V speeds. Oh, this looks promising. Pitch trim settings, climb, landing. There we go. Flaps. Okay, how heavy are we? What is our weight? Perf. How do I find my weight? That's not there. Landing weight, 94.3. .3 has us at... Ha-ha! The VRAF is 122. Ha! Approach speed we'll call 127. 141 for the next one, whatever the hell that is. VAC. VFS is 191. That's probably our clean speed. All right. We did it, Reddit. Okay, so let's get ourselves out of VNAV mode now. We're going to go to vertical speed mode. And we're going to bring the nose up just a touch here. We're going to start pulling that speed back to 250. Now we're going to need some speed brakes now for this. Actually, we're jumping on the approach here now, too, so... let's actually just bring the speed all the way back to 210. Yeah, we'll do a CTAP call, KROA, planning. RNAV 6. At surge. There we go. $230 knots for flaps 1, 215 for flaps 2. Put that in. It's flaps 1. And 215 will be flaps 2. Come on, Betsy, you can do it. Bring that speed back. Do-si-do. You ever flown the TU-145 on stream? I have not. Maybe someday. Just looking for 215. Right there. Flaps 2. Nope. You're going the wrong way, plane. Need you to descend. And hold a damn airspeed. Okay, there we go. See if we can hold 1500. So it should be okay. All right. Down we go. Sliding behind you, American 1117. Cool. Yeah, I'm just jamming my way in here. I don't know if there's anybody else around me. Nobody else is making CTAF calls, so. But hey, VATSIM, right? Oh, you're 40 out. Okay. Have me in sight. We'll follow. I don't believe you. Okay, final approach fixed. It's 4,300 feet. Clam. Here comes the rain. Oh yeah. Here we got the bumps now. A little bit of that wing flex there, ever so slightly. I wish we had an ILS. I really wish we weren't flying a damn RNAV approach. It's all right, though. Professor Jedi, good to see you, man. That's not a bad plane. Like it's got some, you know, it's got some rough edges here and there, but it's really not that bad. All right, the gusts are starting. Gee, what are the gusts at? No, it's 3010. There are no gusts at the surface level, so we should be okay. See if we can get that speed back some more. Flaps 3, I can do 200 knots. Let's pull some spoilers out there, get our speed back so we can get some more flaps in. And get her slowed down here. Knots, flaps 3. Okay, can I activate approach mode on this? Do you think it'll work? See if it'll find a fake glide slope out of this. That'd be really nice if it did. I will not hold my breath, though. Okay, clam is 4,300 feet. After clam, it's 2,700 feet at high hill view. Pop the gear down. We get fully configured once we cross clam. Probably go to VNAV path now. See if it'll let us do an approach mode. That'd be nice if it did. I don't know the proper way to fly GPS approach in this airplane, so, you know, there's that. KROA, 10 out. Runway 6. It is going to be slightly offset. Got some ground down there poking through. Comes clam. Here. There, we broke out. Nope, never mind. We broke out briefly. The approach mode is trying to grab a localizer and a glide slope, so it definitely won't fly that GPS approach the way I want it to. Okay, and our approach speed is definitely not this. All right, flaps full. Approach speed is 120. We're going to call it 130. There we go. That's a cool approach, man. Mountains over here on the left. That's neat. Just looking for the runway. Got the beacon. Got the runway. All right. Auto throttle off. Autopilot off. My airplane. Okay, green. Gear down, 3 green. Flaps down and indicated. Auto brake is set. Speed brake is set. We should probably set some lights on, shouldn't we? Got to turn them off, then we've got to turn them back on. Lights are set. Runway's in sight. We'll call ourselves fake clearance. Good. Roanoke final runway 6. And we're 1,000 above, roughly. Outer marker, that's what we want to see. Here and all that. Ourselves lined up here. It caught the localized glide slope, not he disconnected. It did, didn't it? Yeah, I might have done that at the final approach. Final approach fix. That's usually how it works in the Airbus. Okay, gear flaps. Auto brake. Good. One white, one red. Land and we will exit to the right.
1,000.
2 white. Long past. Oh no, we're almost to minimums. 300 above. $200. 100 above. Minimums. In sight. Landing.
$1,000. Minimize. And
Okay, here we go. Gear flaps. Good. 10 knots off our nose, basically. I don't think those trees are supposed to be there.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ah, floated. Bounced it. Okay, reversers. Decel. 80 knots. Then you're braking. That was maybe not the greatest of landings. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roanoke. All right. There's a terminal oops, that's not the taxi line. Oh, I see. The terminal's a little, maybe a little phallic looking. Oh, it's nice to be juvenile. All right, turn our landing lights off. Bring our strobe light off. Bring our EPU on. Yeah, we'll take this all the way down to Alpha. There's somebody coming in right there. I think we logged 3 landings on that one, actually. It's all right, though. Tallis, good to see you. Stealth Talent 4, thanks for 18 months, man. A floater and a bounce. Are you sure you're the captain? I'm the captain. Yes, I am. Cheers, Stealth Talent. Thanks for your support, man. Toby C 306, good to see you. The slick one, yeah, this is default scenery. Default scenery, nor ortho. Oh yeah, we could probably, you know, do this. All right, and this is not alpha. This is alpha. That's Tango. That's a cool little approach, man. Come down the mountains like that. I think the next one's going to be a little more interesting. Banned and demonetized. No more. I talked to my FO about FPM, and they always say on a 737, if your landing is way too smooth, you aren't doing it right. Absolutely. I don't try to focus too much on a smooth landing. But the thing I didn't like about that one was the bounce, like the float and the bounce. But I mean, I had low expectations of this plane, given the fact that I've not flown this thing in like 6 months. There's one of our buddies. They care more about G-forces than anything else when they actually do care, but they typically shoot for firm landings. Message, unable cruise altitude. Yeah, you don't say. We might just take off runway 6. 3-4 here. I could deal with a 10 knot crosswind on the takeoff. See what the departures look like. I will, however, restart this plane completely. So we'll do the replay. I do not trust SSG to properly turn between flights. So we'll do the replay, and then we'll reboot the sim, and then get ready for flight number 2. Don't know what that line's for. Don't matter. Don't care. Embraer Pilot, good to see it. Happy Friday. You don't know me, but I watch your videos all the time on YouTube. This first time I've been able to see you fly. Well, Embraer Pilot, welcome aboard, man. Happy Friday. We're glad to have you here. We're going to take a break here in just a moment. And then do the second flight, which should be sporty. But welcome aboard. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for saying hello. All right, so he's down. There's one more coming in. We'll watch him, and we'll disconnect and go do the replay. No pressure, buddy. Right, Gorian, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Happy Friday. Oh, Kyokin, happy Friday to you too, by the way. Oh no! Oh no! He took Kyokin's advice about planting it to heart, and he planted it. All right, disconnect from the squawk boxes. We'll go replay mode, see how bad that was. Sure, it was fine. Looks nice and majestic coming in. I was a little bit on the high side. Like I was teetering high as opposed to teetering low, because those trees kind of scared me a little bit. Here's the flare too early. There's the float, the balloon. If I hadn't flared too early, it would have been perfect. There's the first touchdown. There's the second touchdown, and we're in. Yeah, if I hadn't been so aggressive on the flare, it would have been perfect actually. Like right there. If I just held that right there. Yeah. Oh, we almost tail struck too. Hell yeah. BP VAT 2 Devin, good to see you. The guy who landed hard said it was all me. Looked better on his end. Okay,
40,
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
10,
See right there, I could have just yeah. It's all right. We'll call it a gust of wind. All right. So let's get the sim reloaded, and then we'll take a little break. I mean, okay. Whatever, I don't care. I say start the stream over. Cody LV7, thanks for 20 months of support, man. Cheers to you, buddy. I do appreciate it. Paddle, good to see you, man. Happy Friday to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Now that's a turnaround. That's right. X-Plane will tell you when it's done, damn it. Like, I'm finished. No more.
Updates. Updates finished.
All right. Bleep, 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 bleep. Bleep, 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 bleep. All right. 195. Not O'Hare. KROA. Customize. Gate 3. Confirm. Boom. All right, folks. If you're taking off, thanks for sticking around, or thanks for stopping by. If you're sticking around, we'll see you here in a few more minutes. I'm gonna go stretch the legs, say hello to my wife, grab myself a refill, and we'll be back here in just a couple minutes. Be right back. If you do exclamation point route, you can get the airports we're flying to. So the next flight will take us Roanoke down to Florence, ROA to FLO. And if you're on VATSIM, that's where we're flying tonight, so you're more than welcome to come join us. Be right back.
Retard, retard, retard.
Apparently my wife left. She's not here. Kelvin, I set up 907. Thanks for gifting a sub to Embraer Pilot. Embraer Pilot, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers, man. Thanks to both you guys. I'm chewing on a Lifesaver's breath mint. My breath felt a little unhappy. All right, do some flight planning. New flight. JBU 717. KROA to KFLO. Alternate Charlotte, that's fine. We're an Embraer 195. Good. Oh gosh, what is that? That is not the route that we're gonna fly. Let's see what 4 Flight's got for us. Yeah, won't fly that either. Let's see here. So the next step is then going to be to literally departures. So I'll fly the Hokie out of here. And then procedure approaches into FLO. So we have to fly that RNAV, don't we? 36029 gust 41. I can't do a crosswind like that. Ostensibly, we could eat a 90-degree crosswind, take the ILS. That's freaking crazy crosswind though. Let's do it. Fly from Copel. Oh no! What are you doing? we're gonna fly this bridge. How bad can it be, right? Okay, so that's Copel. What's in the middle here? There's a MOA here. Let's see if we can avoid flying in Charlotte's airspace because they're not going to want to talk to us for as little as we're going to be flying. So, of course, it flies right along the edge of their airspace. So let's do this. Let's come out here. Come on. Drag. There. I think that keeps us out of their airspace, right? Yeah. Hokie lib Copel. I'm trying to avoid flying through Charlotte's airspace, not because I don't want to have positive control or anything, but because it's dumb for them to have to control me for as short as this flight is going to, or as little as we're going to be actually flying in their airspace, or Atlanta airspace, I guess that is, not Charlotte. So this keeps us in Washington, ARTCC, and then drops us down into Jacksonville. That's what we'll do. All right, cool. Back to sim brief. Not flying that. Hokie 3, Hokie lib Copel KFLO. Oh yeah, KFLO. Analyze that. Hokie 3 is invalid for 06. Is it now? Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, that ain't gonna do me any good. Actually, we can fly it off of Crap. I don't really want to eat the tailwind or the crosswind there though. Okay, I don't want any of those departures. So let's see what else we got. Let's put them all on there. Ha ha ha. And see which one works the best. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that. None of those. All right, so we're just gonna do vector. We're just gonna do verse. Vector departure. Vector ourselves out of here. So let's delete that. We'll just fly direct to lib, LIB. That works. Let's get rid of the hokey altogether. I can deal with that. All right. Okay, so generative P. VATSIM is currently offline. Like all of VATSIM? Huh. How about that? VATSIM is offline. Let's see if it's back up. They let me connect. Yeah, it's back up. All right, put you up there. We're on VATSIM now. Let's go pre-file that on VATSIM. $24,000 sounds right. It's literally going to be an up and a down. Okay, file that. What do you want me to fill in? Oh, Jesus, whatever. I don't know what your livery is. All right, we'll follow it this way. Send flight plan. IFR. None. Slant Lima. KROA. KFLO. Alternates KCLT. And 24,000 feet. $411 true. Don't care about any of that. 45. We're taking 3 hours of fuel, we'll say. And we're flying LIB Copal. Send. All right, that's done. X Squawk Box, show me who's online. Cleveland Center. That ain't gonna do me any good. Whoa, hair. What did I do to my hair? Right, you see comments. Good to see you, man. How you doing, Trey? Fly Guy 516. Happy Friday. Anybody else I missed? Hello. All right, let's kill the music. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Part number 2. This will be the interesting flight. We're going to make our way down to FLO. FLO, Florence. So here's our flight plan. Get rid of that leg. 188 nautical mile flight from Roanoke down to Florence. Florence is currently marginal VFR, but that doesn't tell the whole story. It's 29 gusting 41. We're going to attempt to land with the crosswind. If that doesn't work, then we'll swing back around and we'll take the GPS approach coming in there. But initially, I'm going to see if I can do this ILS approach and see maybe we can plant it on the runway here. It should be interesting. So that's the plan. We get the flight plan file. We get the plane ready to go. So let's just hop in here and get the sucker up and running. We are starting with a fresh plane again, so we'll turn everything back the way that it should be. Check my audio. Audio is, of course, broken again. All right, let that come up. You. Emergency armed. On. Start. Okay, we expect that. Turn the yoke off because it's in the way. And we'll get people and fuel loaded in here. Our block fuel for this flight is 11,000 pounds. So we need less than that. £11,000. About right there. Defuel to that. And zero fuel weight for this flight is going to be 92.8. So we need a lot more pounds in here. Jesus, really? 90%? Ooh. Well, full is all I can get you. So 88.8 is the best I can do in the zero fuel. All right, that's good. That's good. Great. Come on down here. This APU should pop up in a second. Give me power and all that crap. Electrical. APU is come on. Do it. There we go. Reset them. I don't know if that actually does anything, but it makes me feel better. All right, flight plan. Yes, flight plan. Position in it. Roanoke is loaded, and route page. KROA, ROA, down to KFLO, KFLO. Good. Activate that. We're not flying a departure. We're going to fly an approach, though. We'll do that in a second. Route page. Next. Direct LIB. Direct Copal. Good there. Nav, arrival. We're going to plan for the RNAV runway 9, or ILS runway 9 from Copal. Activate that. That gives us some VNAV path here. Go to the perf page. And go to perf init. That's good. Next. We're going to 24,000 feet. There we go. Good. Transition altitude's 18,000. Good. Okay. Perf takeoff. That's all fine. We'll deal with the landing and all that stuff once we're up in the air. We're going to take off flaps 2. And I don't know. It's already got the... Our takeoff weight's 103.1, so let's grab some speeds for that. Take off. Speeds. 103.1. That's going to be V1 of 141. A V rotate of 142. A V2 is 144. And VFS is 200. I pulled those from the manual. Right here. Okay. What do you say we go?
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Where do you want to go? I want to go over here.
Ground.
Pushback failure. Your flight controls are preventing me from steering the aircraft.
What?
Find any buttons you have set to toggle nose wheel steering.
What's going on there? It would seem... Oh, that's probably... Is that it? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Nose wheel steering was turned off.
Tow is driving up.
Yeah, it is. Power back. We'll do that next time. Zachary, good to see you. How you doing? Fast Eddie 423. Happy Friday. Check B&B airplanes. Oh, no. Can I share this, Max? Dude, that sucks. As much as I hang on, this is a good one.
Ready to connect.
As much as I appreciate Flight Sim and ATC as an invaluable training tool, it's also great for the random weather event whimsy yeehaw. Yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. This is totally a whimsy yeehaw. So Max said I could share this with everybody. Max just got back to his home airport and he hit a bird. He hit a bird or one hell of a large mosquito. I hope everything's fine, Max. How are you? Tell us about the hitting of the bird. Bang boom. I bet that scared the crap out of you, didn't it? 5 chickens, good to see you, Ian. This is called better pushback. I just connected my Prime. Well then, I know who to use it on. Subbing with Prime does not charge me, correct? Indeed. You get 1 free sub every month with Amazon Prime. You have to come back and do it again. And Rainies too, welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Yeah, Ian, this is better pushback. Oh yeah, release park brake. There we go.
Retard.
GPU.
Retard.
Oh no.
Retard.
GPU shouldn't be connected. Disconnect the GPU. Rain Ease 2, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for your support. Cheers. Appreciate it. It's cruising at 4,500 feet, pitch darkness, and heard a bang boom. Did you immediately land? Wings are both splattered in blood cuts. You better go flying next weekend when it's raining then. Or next week when it's raining. Seinfeld 2000, welcome aboard and happy Friday. Just double checking, does not charge me, correct? That is correct. If you use a Prime sub, it's completely free to you. It's all part of using your Prime account with Amazon. Like after a month or so when it runs out, I still don't get charged. That's correct. So the Prime subs, you have to, if you want to continue supporting somebody, you have to come back to their channel every month and use your Prime sub again. So it's an on-demand thing, and it won't charge you. You won't see any repercussions from using that against your bank account or anything. And for each Prime sub, I get $2.50, and I appreciate them. That's all good, man. Appreciate your support. I need to dig the photo up of the old University King Air after smacking a resident tailhawk. A red tailhawk. But that made a mess. Tiawa 6, good to see you. Been a while. Happy Friday. How you doing? Epic. Prime subs are the way to go. Absolutely. Like, I haven't used my Prime sub yet this month. I've been using it on Marcus. I should probably re-up that next week.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
All right, let's get the engine started.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Standing by. Red leader, standing by. You just landed at HPN? Excellent. Engine was fine, I think. Yeah, I'm sure it's okay. Like, the biggest problem there is damage, like actual damage to the fuselage and whatnot. But you have to imagine that those airplanes have been, you have to imagine that Cirrus has thrown some stuff at those some birds at those airplanes. Yeah, that's the bigger problem, is if it busts through the windscreen. No thanks to that.
How is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thanks, Toto. Appreciate it, buddy. Get some sleep. See you. This is going to be such an awesome flight. This is one of those where there's no training value to anything that we're about to do. We're just going to have a good time.
Retard, retard, retard.
All right, 2 notches of flaps. We'll go flight controls. Right's good. Left's good. Let's get those sounds down a touch if we can. Dream engine, config. Guess that's what we get. All right. Left aileron. Oh, right aileron. Full back. Full forward. 5 chickens. Welcome to the Beer the Month Club. Thanks for your support, Ian. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. Sidefeld 2000. Thank you for the 100 bits. Got to get my beer ready for this one. Cheers, man. I appreciate it. It's not water. I promise. It's a good thing about simming is you can try stuff you would never do IRL. I would never do this in real life. You were correct. All right. Little sound there. Overhead panel. We got to do. Nope, nope. All right. Let's go. Somebody up there ahead of me, it looks like. Make our way up here to taxiway Echo. Left on Echo, and then off to runway 6. Sure, weather's working. Weather is working. Here we go. This is going to be... It's going to be something. Do I get bits with Prime? No, you don't get bits with Prime. You just get the 1 free sub every month. Way more professional than I've ever been on a pushback. Pilot YWG, good to see you, man. How you doing? 5 Chickens doesn't know what he did. You Prime subbed, man. Corey W, good to see you. Ever tried the Antonov? I don't think there's an Antonov or X-Plane, so no, I haven't. Why is it still so loud out there? Oh, because the APU's on. The APU's not linked. That's right. The APU's not linked to any of that crap. Oh, that's the cross. That's the bleed. Fuel bleed. APU's right there. All right. The APU is not apparently linked to any of the switches there, so is real loud. What is this guy doing? Oh. It appears as though he's flying backwards the whole way. Or taxiing backwards. I suspect that's incorrect, but stranger things have happened. Digoob RQ. Welcome aboard. Happy Friday. Anyone know if there's going to be an update for this aircraft FMC? I have no idea. I imagine they'll do something. Like, they're working on their next plane, which I think they're working on a CRJ, aren't they? For the next one. Stealth Talon 4, happy Friday, by the way. I think I missed you, missed saying hello earlier. Drama Tech 3000, good to see it. We're going into a hurricane. Let me get my parachute and my vest before we take off. Welcome back, sir. Hope you're doing all right. CRJ 700, got it. Well, he just disappeared now. We should set the transponder, shouldn't we? And the comms. You know, all that good VATSIM stuff. And 2. KROA. Map that sucker out there. Let's go airports. No waypoints. And weather TCAS. It seems to have gotten confused with my flight plan. Seems to have gotten very confused with my flight plan. We'll see what it comes up with. There's nobody here, right? I don't know if the Finn guy is still here. There's one back there taking off or following us. Taxiing off 6. All right, so he's out there apparently. That must be Southwest. All right, so the fishtailer, the shark fin is on the runway, ostensibly taking off. We'll give him a couple minutes here. Checklist. Marvel or DC? DM653X, welcome aboard, man. Neither. I'm not really big into comic book stuff. I'm not big into comic books. I don't watch a lot of movies. Like I don't do much entertainment wise outside of play video games. There he goes. See ya. All right. Get some lights on. He's on his way out. We'll give him 60 seconds before we go. So we'll start the clock. $60 seconds. That's all you get. I'm not sure where he's going. I think flying towards the mountains is not the preferred way to go, but to each their own. We're going to go straight out. Turn the clicks down again. Dream engine config, clicks and switches. Airway takeoff, runway 6. All right, lights are good. Camera is good, I'm assuming. Doesn't matter. Action, set. Good. RTO. Let's go flying. All right, there's power. Eventually got the auto throttle set. 80 knots cross check. It's one hell of a D rate we got going on.
V1, V2.
Auto brake. Trim.
I know.
Trim.
I know.
Trim.
Only let you trim so much at a time. I see. Nav heading. We'll give the FMS the speed for now. And we can go autopilot. Kind of shaky over the mountains. I'm assuming that's the guy who went to the left. Don't go to the left. That's your pro tip of the day. I agree. Fly Guy 516, thanks for the bits, man. Appreciate it. Get ourselves turned towards the waypoint there. Have to take off, gear up, lights are out, flaps are in, speed brakes off, auto brakes off. Taxi lights can come off. Up we go. Plane Ben, good to see you, man. Happy Friday, Ben. How you doing? Why is the plane yelling at you to get a haircut? That's a good question. We pay for the runway, we use all the runway. Hell yeah. All right, get this pointed roughly in the right direction. Come down here, direct lib. Activate. And then we can go nav. LNAV, flight change, VNAV. We're good. Up we go. That magenta line is very confused right now. Oh yes, turning those click sounds down vastly improves the experience in this airplane. 24,000. We already plugged in the approach in here, so we're good there. I got the approach before flight. So we cool. With this approach from Copel, we get to fly a procedure turn too. What we see on stream happened like 15 seconds ago. Shouldn't be that far. It shouldn't be 15 seconds. If you're getting 15 seconds, you might want to reload the stream. Let me see what kind of delay I can get out of the preview. Advanced. Show video stats. Yeah, so the latency right now is about 7 seconds. It's a little higher than normal, just because I think Twitch has done some stuff. And Polo. But yeah, you're right. Guesstimating's fine. Yeah. It depends on the broadcaster. Like some broadcasters will have a higher latency, but usually like what you want to shoot for is in the kind of 3 to 7 second range. All right, VAT Spy. Let's see if this is working yet. Here's that it is. So look at inbound outbound lines for FLO. Off we go. All right, welcome to chat here. Lunch today with some good friends, retired Air Force, flew for a while as a pilot in the Typhoon Chasers. Whoa! Weather officer with the Hurricane Hunters. That's pretty cool, man. It would be a cat flight if the flight plan wasn't at least a little off. We cool. I hope somebody ever makes a study level Embraer. Study level Embraer would be pretty cool, yeah. I don't know if you'll ever see it, though. I had all these sounds where I wanted them. And then the sim crashed. And then we lost him. All right, we'll see what we get for weather coming in here. I'm very curious how X-Plane ends up handling this weather. We are definitely flying into the poop tonight, though. Some pretty nasty stuff hitting up here behind the storm, man. Wilmington's observation is currently offline still. That sucks. Myrtle Beach is getting hammered. Actually, Myrtle Beach is 17 gust 24. It's in better shape than what we're about to land at. So we're 29 gusting 45. Oh, gosh. We're going to have ourselves a nice Fly Purdue flight going on here. I think somebody will make the A220 probably eventually. It's going to be a while, though. Like, getting the information, getting the data for those airplanes can be kind of difficult. So I wouldn't expect to see a 220 for a bit. It always feels like the E-175 is climbing even during cruise to me. Well, on our way over here, we were flying at 33, and we were at a 5 degrees nose up attitude the whole time. So, like, there is some truth to like that how that feeling is. Most planes, when they get up to cruise, are flying at a little bit of a nose up attitude anyway. Harmer, welcome aboard, by the way. XC5 crew chief, welcome aboard. Maybe a weather refresh will kick it in. Yeah, well, I'm running FS Global Real Weather, so we'll have whatever's reporting current. We should be good. XP Aviator, happy Friday. How you doing? Good to see you. We got a lot of people tonight that we haven't seen for a while. Harmer, happy Friday. What are the winds aloft above that thing? That's a good question. Let's see here. Winds, Raleigh-Durham. They really aren't that bad. So Raleigh is reporting 29 knots at 30,000 or 24,000 feet. Flow is reporting a little bit more, 60 knots at 24,000 feet. Not as bad as you would think is what it comes down to. Like, it's actually like, it's 63 knots at 3,000 feet. Oh, man, we're going to get so wrecked on this. Oh, no. 63 knots at 3,000 feet. And then, yeah, 24,000 feet, 60 knots. So they stay pretty consistent between 50 and 60. Here it comes. Just trying to get some potential screenshots here. Should be some good stuff out of that. All right, that's good. JetBlue Tail reminds me of Porter Airlines. Very similar. What am I drinking? I'm having a gin and soda water right now. Blake T, good to see it. All right, there's altitude. Settle ourselves down here for the short cruise. What is the VNAV doing? It's trying to go to Mach 0.78. It's going to overspeed itself here. No. We'll go 300 knots, and that's where you stay. So what do we got? We got a 32 knot direct crosswind right now. That's not too bad. Doing all right. Okay, how long do we have? Showing 22 minutes total time en route. And our top of descent looks like it's in about 200 miles or so. Which... I have a difficult time believing that it's going to be 200 miles to the top of descent. when the flight is less than 130 miles left. Yeah. We'll see if this VNAV figures some stuff out here in a second. Right now is real confused. Cafe Chloe, thank you very much for the 400 bits. Do not overspeed, plane. Do not overspeed. Cafe Chloe, cheers to you. I do appreciate it. I'm going to take a quick shower. Hope you don't miss anything. Well, you better be back in 20 minutes. Yeah, we can go standard on the altimeter. If I can find a click spot. Let's minimums. There it is. Okay, so let's get some information here. 01029, gusting 45. This is a dumb idea, by the way, to do this ILS. We'll plan to break it off if we have to. Also, all pilots flying into ILM don't. Okay, 01024, gust 45. The altimeter is 2941. We're going to be, let's see here, perf landing, 93.2 on landing. So if we check against our speeds here, we're going to land flaps 5. We're not going to do flaps full tonight for this one. So flaps full at 93.2 puts us overweight, apparently. We'll just call it max. Sure, why not? Okay. So VREF is 146, VAC is 174. And FS is 210. Oh my gosh. If we were going to fly this thing appropriately, we'd be flying, we're going to end up flying like a 160 knot approach. That's 5. And then next page. So VRAF is 146. We're going to call the approach speed 160 knots. Okay, or 156, whatever. VAC is 174. We're going to be very, very fast, but at the same time, we're not going to be very fast because of the winds. And FS is 210. I don't think this is going to end well, but we'll see what happens. The VNAV is a literal dive bomb into Florence. Yeah, we're actually going to start down here in a second. All right, radio, Mach2. 109. There we go. Okay, so we want to cross Copal at or above 2,200 feet. Let's say cross Copal at 5,000 feet. So we'll punch in 5,000. We got to go down 20 miles, or we got to go down 20, let's say 20,000 feet. It's going to take us 60 miles to get down 20,000 feet. And we are currently... what are we right now? We're about 84 miles from Copal, so 60 miles prior to Copal, we'll go ahead and start down. My favorite part of this is how the barber pole's on the wrong side. This plane's got some issues.
Retard.
All about flight. Welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you very much for your support. Cheers to you. We're in an Embraer 195. In the words of the immortal Jeremy Clarkson, how hard can it be? Freshwater Plimpy, welcome aboard. Thoughts on the X-Craft 140, 145 with 3.3 Zebo with Satcom, scimitars, long strobes. Possible tolls, A321. Freshwater Plimpy, you and I are going to get along very well. Why don't you fly the PMDG more? Yeah, overweight into a hurricane. I think I'll grab a beer and stay right here. How bad can it be? AP 1776, good to see you, man. This is leg number 2. This is the one that gets interesting. Theoretically. Starting to see some precip here. It's a tropical storm, by the way. It's not a hurricane anymore. Mike Zula Hotel, good to see you. All right, 60, we'll say 70 miles out from Copal. We'll start down. That'll give us some leeway here. Here come the weather pops. X-Plane tries to figure out how the hell do I draw a hurricane. Down we go. Let's figure this out. I only fly planes that cost me half my paycheck. Thank you very much. What is the other magenta line heading towards Roanoke? Your guess is as good as mine, Bill. There's actually 2 of them going back there. Not sure why. In the flight plan, there must be... oh, there's a... Oh. I don't know. This thing is very confused. Copal, Alcott, and then Kadzu. Yeah, I think I got really confused with. I think it was confused by some discontinuities there. We fixed it though. It's cool. Actually, my top and descent calculation wasn't too far off of what the FMC was gonna do. Oh man. So right now there's only green over the, like light green over the airport. That don't tell the full story though. Oh boy. FMC is like, you idiot, get out of here. How do you draw a hurricane that's not a hurricane? I don't know. You tell me. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Rebel 985, good to see you. Missed approach, you get right in there, yeah. That's like Myrtle Beach over there, where some of the real crap is in. It's not the rain and the wind, or it's not the rain and the clouds that's gonna kill us. It's the wind. It's just gonna murder us. Don't judge a storm by its radar pictures. I swear it's bigger than you think. 2941. Okay, so let's talk about the approach here. We're going to fly the ILS runway 9er into Florence Regional. Going to tune into 109.1. Approach course is going to be 089. We're coming in from the Copel intersection up here, which means that we're actually going to fly a procedure hold in here. So we're going to fly out parallel, bring ourselves back around, and then reestablish coming in, and then make our way into the airport. We're expecting this to be a very, very, very bumpy and unstable-ish approach. Florence Tower we don't care about. Minimum today for the flight is going to be 200 feet. And in the event of a missed approach, we're going to climb 600 feet, left turn heading 070, intercept the flow 088 radial, take that out to Carly, where we will then hold. All that's punched into the FMC. So once we cross the Copel intersection, the Copel waypoint, we're going to switch over to heading mode, bring ourselves in, and we're going to switch everything over to the VOR and localizers. We're going to fly that one lap in the hold, and then we'll be good. Do not, under any circumstances, go below your minimums. Yeah. That's kind of the plan. I think the thing I'm most concerned about are the gusts and the potential for stalling and whatnot, but we'll see how things go. Start bringing the speed back. Get her back 2.5. So I still don't know why the barber pole is down low like that, but whatever. Okay, we can arrest the rate of descent just a little bit here. I think the VNAV actually would have done us pretty well. Couple screenshots here. Fun fact, the Gulfstream air tape is backwards, so the higher numbers are on the bottom of the tape, the lower numbers on the top of the tape. I did not know that. Interesting. What happens when the runway is under 9 feet of storm surge? We'll sully it in, yeah. This gentleman's first officer speaking. Captain has lost his mind, is going into a hurricane. Saddle up and enjoy the ride. You would not want to be flying into this stuff, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious. Here comes the rain. And the bumps, too. I'm going balls out with a crosswind, man. Did you get your float plane rating yet? We will after tonight. I've got the wife with me watching you on the TV in the home theater. Great. Welcome aboard, Ian's wife. How are you doing? The seatbelt sign is still on. Yeah. Actually, you know what? We're going to turn the sterile sign on, too. Oh, this is dumb. KFLO, we are 30 north. ILS runway. Hell, runway is at 9. The winds are now 45 knots at our tail. So they went from being a 30 knot crosswind to a 45 knot tailwind. In the soup we go. It's the last time we'll see blue sky for a while. Actually, a little nervous about this whole thing. I mean, it's the simulator, so who cares? Cheers! We're too fast for the wipers right now. Oh, hello. Between layers. And it was that moment Catstrator knew he had lost all common sense. We could let the thing auto-land it, but where's the fun in that? As soon as we're established inbound, I'm going to take over this plane. It's at this moment he knew he screwed up. Myrtle Beach was at 2910. Wow. Yeah, 2942 is what it said for the airport. Okay. 1,000 to go. Once we cross Copel, we'll bring the speed back a little bit. And we'll continue our descent down to 2,200 feet. We'll bring it down to 2,400 feet. And then we can go 2,200 once we're established. .38 knots at our tail. Piece of cake. Definitely gusty. So the trick is going to be to nail the speeds as best as possible. Oh man, look at the shear. Holy crap, dude. The plane bob and weave as it's going. Wing flex. My lovely wife brought me a coffee. Well, nice, dude. 206 in Wilmington right now. Well, the Wilmington weather's better than what we've got here. At least for now. 13 minutes ago, 3-4, gusting 45, 010. So the sustained winds have picked up. Okay, let's get our speed back now. Get her zoomed in here. I'm going to go to heading mode in just a moment.
Retard.
Once we're set on this on this course, go altitude 2,500. Vertical speed down. And we're only going to flaps 5, remember. We can go 2 and 30. We can go flaps 1 for now.
Retard.
This year not found. Thanks for the gifts to Dramatech and Scarabus 495. Welcome to both Dramatech and Scarabus 95 to the 495 to the Beer of the Month Club. And this year not found. Thank you for those gifts, man. Cheers to you guys. Appreciate it. You guys are Look, dude, look what it's doing.
Retard.
Wait, no. What is it doing? I think it was trying to turn around. Okay, so let's go VOR loc mode. VOR 1. I'm looking for a course of 089er.
Retard.
Oh my gosh. Beg the Ag, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Below Minutes, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you to This Year Not Found for those subs. Cheers, my friend. I see what you're trying to do. The storm is trying to reject me, isn't it? Okay, it's 2,500 feet. We'll go flaps 2. And this is the protected side, so let's start turning now. Holy crap, dude. You've got to be kidding me. I don't think this is going to go well.
Retard.
I'm afraid to take the controls. Seinfeld 2000, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you for this show not found. Cheers, man. All right. We're on this outbound leg here.
Retard.
Bucky OG, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you, this show not found, man. Cheers. Appreciate it, man. All right. Let's go ahead and crank her all the way around.
Retard.
Okay, radio. 1091's tuned in. There's the ILS. I mean, the good thing is, like, we're not coming in much below this. Like, our VREF speed's like 160 knots. And this is why it's 160 knots, because of these gusts. Just go flaps 5 right now. They're not where I want them. Cafe Chloe, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club for 6 months. This year not found. Thank you, man. Cheers. Okay. This is ridiculous.
Reach on.
So we want
Reach
nav
on.
mode.
Reach on.
And then we want approach mode engaged. Casey Flyer, welcome back to the Beer of the Month Club. Thank you. That's not found. Cheers, man. Appreciate it, dude. I really do. Oh, man. Okay, here comes the glide, our localizer. I'm gonna let it establish itself. Localizer, glide slope are both green. Once we're established and we're inbound, I'm gonna switch everything off and I'll fly it. Oh man, did you see that? This isn't gonna work. It's not gonna happen. This is actually impossible. All right. My airplane. Yeah, I know. You don't think maybe I'd turn it off, do you? I'd hit it twice, okay. Okay, there's the breakout. That's a good sign. There's the runway. Speed. Speed. Landing in Florence during Florence. Next on Jackass.
1,000.
Sorry, buddy. Welcome to VATSIM. Made my CTAF calls.
Reach on.
I'm gonna
Reach
run out
on.
of runner.
Reach
A
on.
rudder. Vegas Flyer, thanks, man.
5.
Too low. Gear. Too low.
Oh.
Gear. Too
Oh.
low. Gear. Too
Oh,
low.
no.
Gear. Too low. Gear. Too low. Gear. Too low. Gear. Too low. Gear. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Glide flow. Glide flow.
Minimums.
Continue landing.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Glide flow. Glide flow. Glide
50,
flow.
40, 30, 20,
Bank angle.
10.
Bank angle.
All right. All right. I ran out of rudder. I actually ran out of rudder. Like, I was full left aileron. I was putting the rudder in there. It wouldn't go. Whew, holy crap. It won't turn. All right, let's get those flaps in. Smooth as margarine. Seinfeld, thanks for the bits, man. Cheers. Vegas Flyer, thanks for 16 months, my friend. 16, that's good. You've had some great flights tonight. Good luck. Thanks, man. Cheers, buddy. That was awesome. I totally like the gear thing. Holy crap, man. And I didn't do my checks. Like, this is why you do your checks. Why you do your flows. We totally could have brought in the RNAV, though. I'm coming from the other way. Like, we definitely didn't need to fly the ILS in there. And obviously, the RNAV would have been a much smarter choice. With the winds being whatever the hell they are. Clear right, clear left. We're, of course, going to go watch that replay. Line right back up and take off. Yeah. Nah, dude. I'm all like, my heart's all like pounding right now. That actually got like, that all got me all sweaty and whatnot, man. I ran out of aileron. Like, it was pushing me. Push, push, push. And I was giving it full left aileron and nothing was happening. Obviously, we touched down on the grass. We ended up in the other side of the grass. Like, that wasn't... There was nothing good about that landing. It's probably the water on the runway, I hope. 41% N1 just to taxi into the wind. I lifted back. What happens? Get a little light on the skids? Nah, we're still too heavy for that. That was the sluttiest landing I've ever seen. Here at JetBlue, your safety is our highest priority. You wanted to get there? We got you there. Don't complain next time because this will happen again. Giving it full rudder, by the way. And nothing is there it goes. Right, Yusakama, thanks for gifting the sub to Blake C. Trey, appreciate it, man. Cheers to you. Blake C, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Blake C 71, welcome to the Beer of the Month Club. Cheers to you, buddy. Oh, trust me. The replays are coming. Yes, they are. Just park over here. I don't think it's actually a spot, but whatever. I don't care. It is now. We're just going to leave engines on because who cares? All right. VATSIM, disconnect. Actually, there's somebody else that was coming in here, wasn't there? Where's he at? Is he anywhere near? Oh, he was on short final. He's already down, isn't he? Did we miss him? I don't see him. If you're coming in, I'm sorry, man. All right. X squawk box, disconnect. Replay mode. Here we go. The extreme nose down attitude that you shouldn't have when you're flying an approach in an airliner. There's the aileron. There's the grass landing. Yep. Little soft field technique. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I want you to see this and what happened here, okay? Watch the ailerons. So I put the rudder out there to try to straighten her out. And then I added ailerons right here. That's full left aileron. And I should have just held it. Oh, that was too much fun. Stuck it though. We didn't crash. Plain Ben. Ben, thank you very much for the bits, man. Cheers, buddy. I do appreciate it. You're awesome. Pushback EVRA, welcome aboard. Look at the crab, dude. Look at the crab. I think we touched the wing, too. So I should have aimed left of center. Could tell that already. All right, one more here. Let's go into the runway. Man. Eat your heart out, PMDG. I want to see you do that in FSX. I don't know what to say, man. This is your not found. Thanks for the bits, buddy. Back on top, he says. I appreciate it, both you guys. All you guys. Cheers. Holy crap. Well, you know what's gonna happen once we kill the stream here. I'm gonna toss her up in the air. 2x ground speed. How do I shut that off? How do you change the ground speed? Why did mine change? Yeah, whatever, who cares? Sixes, thanks for the bits, man. Really do appreciate it. Guys, gals, everybody, I want to thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Control T. Control T changes all the speeds. Not just the ground. Oh, there it is. It's Alt T. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for, subscriptions, bits, and just saying hello. It's good stuff. I will not be around next week. I am going on vacation. It's my last vacation before my baby shows up, and I intend to make the most out of it. So we will see you in 2 Fridays, and we'll see about doing an IRL stream tomorrow if I can, if I feel up for it. We'll see. But guys, thank you all so much. Let's see who's live. Who can we go say hi to? I think Flight Purdue is flying around in this crap. Oh, yeah. AJ wanted me to send a message. Okay. Chili's doing stuff. Fly Purdue's who we're going to go watch. Airline pilot defies gravity. He's in a Cessna 172, so he's flying backwards. So that's where we're going, guys. Thank you all so much. Have a great weekend. Have a great night. Have a great everything else. Toodles. You know what we're going to do, right?